Can you feel it, motherfucker? It's goddamn out of nowhere. Shut the fuck up, we got no care. Your mom got pube hair. Fuck your mom too. Fuck you. Suck you. It's Out of Nowhere, episode number 113. Yeah, 113. I can't remember what it is. It's episode 113, guys. Matt Hardy, is he leaving the WWE? I don't really think so. But we're going to talk about why people are saying Matt Hardy could be leaving the WWE. Plus, a bunch of people sold their stocks in the WWE. And is WWE paying Roman Reigns fans to bring signs or to put down their bad signs, their naughty signs, their good signs? I don't know. What's crazy old WWE up to? We're going to talk about it right now. I got Connor from Kayfabe and Jake DeMarco in the house. It's Out of Nowhere, episode 113. Get ready, motherfucker. If you guys want to super chat tonight, the $sign is down below. Make sure to let us know you love us and feed my family. Also, if you want to go down to the description box down below, the Twitch alerts link is down there. You can donate there as well. That's the fun PayPal way, or you can use a credit card too. But also, all the donation amounts are listed below. I'm going to be shouting out the new patrons tonight. We got a lot of new patrons to talk about. And, yeah, man, bring it on. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Out of Nowhere, episode 113. My God, off the ladder! Off the top of the ladder, Shawn Michaels! I don't know. Welcome into the Joe Cronin Show for over 5 years. Here on YouTube. We're joined tonight by Drew McIntyre. No, I'm just kidding. Connor from Kayfabe on youtube.com/OKFaber. And we got countdown ended, which means he's going to blow us all up. Jake DeMarco's here as well. Shout out to Jake DeMarco. Look at that. When are you going to rip that last
So goddamn sexy.
Look, yeah. Drew McIntyre's had a crush on him the whole night. It's been really weird. A lot of sexual... It's like working with Vince McMahon right now.
It's getting a little hot.
It's getting hot in here. And I'm going to take
off your
kilts. Take off your kilt. Oh, man.
It's going to be a wild night. Told everybody, let's get fucking hyped.
Let's get hyped. I didn't go get my router today, I know. People are like, so if the stream goes down tonight, just remember to refresh in a little while, yeah. So just in case the stream goes down. Hopefully, I already reset it twice today, so fingers are, my fingers are crossed that we don't need to do that tonight, because...
Yeah, really.
I already reset twice today, so I've never seen it happen more than twice in a day. And, you know,
Knock on wood.
Just can't go drop $200 on a router right now because Patreon payment comes in 3 days, so we gotta wait for that. But you know what I mean. Actually, we got some donations last night and tonight. Well, I'm sure by tomorrow I'll just go grab it. But here's the deal: get wet. We got a lot of shit to talk about, to be honest.
Yeah, we do. Tons of news, tons of reports and updates, and some massive, some small stories, some things that I think are pretty monumental. So we'll get we'll go through it all. Lots to talk about.
It'd be funny if Connor just like Drew McIntyre out of nowhere just went, "I killed somebody," Hey. Hey, what? What do you want?
Get Drew to guest host down too.
Listen, one night I was driving by myself, and all of a sudden this person just came out of nowhere, no pun intended, and well, I ran him over.
What does that mean, Drew?
Listen, I figured it's just the three of us here talking. We can keep this between the three of us.
Okay.
Nobody needs to know nothing.
Well, what are you saying?
It's just nobody needs to get hurt, Drew.
You gotta say
it's a safe space.
I killed someone.
I don't know why it's so funny. Joe, what are you trying to say? I killed someone. I don't know why that's really funny to me. I killed somebody.
Listen, Joe, I fucking killed someone.
What's up, everybody? I killed somebody. Hey, there was a couple of donations that played before we went live. People were just so excited. They were dropping them just regularly. So I do have those. So I just want to let everybody know I will replay those. I think there's... I don't know. Maybe they didn't.
I heard him play, so I heard one of them play.
Maybe not. Oh, maybe I just played the one from earlier today. My bad.
Maybe.
Oh, it's Shy Gods. Yeah, Shy Gods. And this one from Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow.
Let's see what happens.
Super chat.
You guys can hear these, right?
Chat.
Yeah.
I need more haggis, Drew.
I need more
Never
haggis.
enough fucking haggis.
Why do they always want to see my haggis?
It's an impressive one. I will say that.
My God, Drew McIntyre. Awandi!
I wanna lick them toes.
Yeah, lick them toes up. Lick them up, baby. I got them toes. Yo, it's ready to go. I'm about to put my thingy inside of your mum and explode. Oh. Okay. It was fun. Awandi, thank you for the donation, man. We want to rifle it off tonight, man. We want to hear from you guys with the super chats or the regular donations. Again, all the amounts are listed down below. Let's have a good out of nowhere, man. I don't know what we're gonna do Friday. We still got no belt. I have no game plan for what I'm gonna do to get a new belt yet at this point.
Shit bum.
Figure it out though.
69, stick it up my bum 69.
Oh.
Monetize this, put your penis onto my tits, wah. You just stuck it in me, in MWWEE. Stick it in your pussy. Joe, please bring back the $1 donation.
Well, that's still there, isn't it? Isn't that the what donation is that?
No, it's the $16 one, isn't it?
That's the $16.
No,
right?
no. That's so friggin' horny.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
This is the old one though.
$60.
Which one was that one?
Stick it in your pussy. You know.
Oh, is that missing?
Yeah, that one.
You're right.
The 69 one.
Oh, that's because
Fucking Rybotch.
RAAWWWRR. Cunt. Let's kill it tonight, boys.
Yeah, baby.
I don't know why. Why was that so funny? Why
rock cunt.
Oh my God!
I love
dude.
the way these things spell these out. Sometimes it's fucking hilarious. Like last week, wow.
I have to go back and watch this later and like take that soundbite of that saying that. That was really funny. By the way, there's something
reads things off normally, and it's just hilarious.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Sometimes it just reads it, and you're like, but sometimes it reads it so fucked up that it's amazing. And here's the weirder thing: if you donate again the same thing, it reads it different.
Differently.
Yeah, it's exactly
Like,
same word, same sentence.
It's not the same the next time it reads it. I don't understand that. By the way, Mellow Yellow, In about 15, 20 minutes, Mello, why don't you give a call up a little bit later, and we'll put you on for a little bit of length of time. Give me a few minutes to settle this big one in.
Yeah,
there was a
Mello
reason.
got shot out from Ellsworth. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was cool, yeah.
I mean, we've had him on the show. Obviously, you got to interview him and to hear him, stick around the community. That was pretty cool.
I don't think my Ellsworth interview is on YouTube, though, isn't it? I think it's
that's on Patreon.
It's on Patreon. Okay, it's just on Patreon.
All the more reason to sign up for Patreon.
Exactly.
See?
Hell of an interview. He was really, really, pretty cool with that.
Well, a lot of things that I told him in the interview came true, too. Like I said in the
a lot of
interview,
things came to fruition.
I made it clear to him. I was like, in the interview, I'm like, I think you're going to be back this year. And he goes, well, I don't know about that, but, I wish, I'd love to go back. I hope they call me. Sure, I'm right here. I don't really. And he got called. So it's just so funny. Because I was like, I told him in the interview, like, I bet you're back there this year. I think I said that. We got to go pull up the interview, but pretty sure I said that. And if I did, I'm going to pat myself on the back as usual.
You definitely said it. So right off the bat, we got to get into this with the Roman Reigns fans, apparently being paid off. I know we got to talk about Matt Hardy eventually, but I got to jump on this. Connor, you sent us a tweet earlier, that went out, and the chat, everybody will back me up here. I said it. A few people on Twitter said it. Monday night, I swore up and down, and I know a few other people did on Twitter as well, that the signs in the audience did not look right. It wasn't up to snuff.
It was Miami,
just didn't pass
though.
The smell test.
And remember, this is in their college backyard, too.
Yeah, so they went ahead and they're like, I see some of the signs are like, Roman is the guy. What? And that was one of the signs. It said Roman is the guy. Another one, Big Dog. Another one said, this is my yard. And then just another one. But they weren't, I don't want to say like, artistic, but they just weren't creative signs. It was just the regular white and then, the black Sharpie. But they were being held by, the 18 to 30-something crowd that you usually don't see. The kids and females.
Weird.
People attracted to Roman, maybe, They typically, casuals hold the signs. These look like, hardcore fans that just... Usually those people aren't Roman fans. If you are, that's all well and good. That's your choice. But it didn't seem right. And they were all in the same, hard camera section. So it just... We brought it up on the Raw review. I mentioned it on Twitter. A few people else, mentioned it in the chat and on Twitter as well. It just didn't seem right. Then tonight, Connor, you sent this tweet to us, and it says, who was it that tweeted it out here?
Peter Carnivals, who apparently follows me on Twitter, follows a bunch of the wrestling YouTubers on Twitter, apparently. Cool. But Twitter's going nuts about this, by the way. People are saying it's BS. Some people are like, oh, this makes sense. It's really polarizing in terms of split down the middle. But basically says multiple sources high up in WWE have confided something serious. It would appear that Kevin Dunn is leading a small task force in WWE at the personal order of Vince McMahon to pay fans to support Roman Reigns both at TV tapings and on social media. Focus groups are showing an alarming few numbers of WWE fans like Reigns, so WWE is paying a large sum of money to make sure it isn't the case. The amounts have not been confirmed, but have been told somewhere from $100 to $200 per fan at live events to throw away their anti-Roman signs or replace them with pro-Roman signs, depending on the seating. On social media, fans are being paid anywhere from $1 to $10 per tweet, $5 to $20 per Instagram post, and $1 to $3 per Facebook comment in support of Reigns. These numbers are very far and few between. It's been noted that Dunn and Vince are both petrified at the animosity, disdain, and growing indifference towards Reigns, and are doing everything they can to shift the narrative in their favor. The task force has been in place since January of 2017, but it's only coming to light now as WWE's employer fed up and think this needs to be exposed at all cost.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them for being fed up. Look, you think about how much money's been wasted. I mean, we said what on that tweet? $5.8
million is supposedly wasted on this.
Oh my God! To get Roman over.
That's nothing, though. That's nothing.
I know it's nothing, but they ruined the allure that is Brock Lesnar, their highest paid, athlete, essentially, to get Roman over. They made Brock the bad guy, not a heel,
task force,
the bad guy. They made it so fans don't want to see him return when he should be a special attraction. You should want to see when he comes back. It should boost the ratings. He doesn't matter. And that's terrible to say, but he was like their saving grace. So when Brock was showing up, you were guaranteed to get a significant ratings boost. They ruined it in the vein of getting Roman over. It doesn't work anymore. And you think about how far they've gone. We always say, oh, they'll let him swear in promos. They've tried to leave the fans wanting more. They've tried to shorten his promos. They give him the wins left and right over, how many stars have put him over and shaken his hand as time has gone on? AJ Styles, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, Bobby Lashley. They put him up against the right people over and over. He's always the face. He's always trying to be the good guy. He's going against Jinder Mahal, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre. It's impossible to root for them, and yet it still happens, but...
Yeah, no goddamn Drew McIntyre signs, motherfuckers.
It did, though. Whoever just said that in the chat before, it looked like signs that you would see in a 2K game.
Yeah, it did, but you know what, though? I don't believe that they would give them to, haters of Roman. I feel like they're smarter than that. I feel like they just, basically hand them out. At some point, hey, who wants these? Hey,
yeah, but it says here that they were paying people to remove their anti-Roman signs.
Where those people, though, that...
It said to throw away their anti-Roman signs and replace them with pro-Roman signs. And when they get paid, they have to sign an NDA. So it's a non-disclosure agreement that says that if you bring this up or admit to it, then you have a serious violation.
What the fuck?
We're being hacked by the
FBI
again.
They're at it again. No, but I just, man, is there anybody?
So if anybody gets paid and brings this up, they are screwed. They're getting sued by WWE.
They have to sign something.
Yeah, they did. It says if you got paid by them, you had to sign an NDA.
What?
Yep.
What the hell?
Right here. It's estimated that the task force spent $5.8 million so far in fan payouts with no real ceiling to the budget. Fans are signing very powerful NDAs. And that would result in excessive fines if violated, which means the story will be denied up and down now that it's been broken. So if Connor goes to a show, he's got a sign that says Roman sucks, and they walk over to him, they're like, I'll give you $200, we'll even upgrade your tickets. Now you hold up the big dog sign. He says, sure, I'll take the $200. Okay, but you got to sign this first. And if you talk about it, you're going to get sued for thousands upon thousands of dollars. And you agreed to it. So, if you do mention or just acknowledge that you did this, you're screwed.
I'm tempted to now.
I got to believe that this is BS.
I'm not going to lie. I'm tempted to pull this shit out. I try this shit.
Yeah, I would love to see somebody do it.
So, but even where's the people who didn't take this deal?
That's my part, yeah.
Because then there would be so many people, especially if they're haters of Roman, that would be coming out and being like, yeah, they tried to pay me. What we have heard, so we have heard from what I understand, we've got no stories of anybody saying they were attempted to be paid off to change signs. But what we do know is there are tons of people who have been kicked out or moved or had their signs removed for anti-rain signs.
I've heard multiple times.
So we know.
Maybe if people aren't willing to play ball and they kind of see who would be willing. They kind of,
I'm saying that this, even for WWE, this is too sinister. This is like they just couldn't get away with it. It would come out. I believe.
Even if you think they're not being paid, I still believe that fans are being given signs for seat upgrades or something. Then I can believe.
Yeah, that I believe. Well, the other thing I believe is that they put people there. We know that. I know that. I can tell you I know that. And I sign no disclosures
of paid fans,
Yeah. I signed no disclosures for anything I ever went to for WWE. No disclosures whatsoever. But I know that there was people around me that were not right. They weren't rested. It was weird.
Absolutely.
They weren't right.
It's just, I'm telling you,
when we went to SmackDown, we saw it firsthand. You know?
The whole
when
row of people
was out there was a whole slew of fans off to the side that didn't even turn their head once.
Yeah, they were just there for the
there's
party.
Not only, we see the regulars on TV. I believe there's paid fans and plants. And then on top of it, I maybe, not so much people getting paid to remove their signs, but people being forced to get rid of their signs and then planting people in the audience and having paid people. So, it certainly is that way. I do believe, a good portion of the story, though, it makes sense. And a lot of things just pass up.
We're entertaining the idea because WWE has pulled shady shit before with fans. So it's a bit of a stretch, but it's not too much of a stretch that we're kind of toying around with the idea.
Yeah, Blake just sent me a picture. He said, here's your proof from Raw in San Diego a few weeks ago. And you see all the same people that you always see on the show's front row, the T-shirt guys, stuff like that. And they're all lined up at a separate entrance at the side of the building.
Well, one thing I know is that sometimes they don't sell these front row tickets. And I know this firsthand because multiple reasons. One of them we know I've sat in seats that were given. And I've also been to these arenas. And I've bought one time I bought front row tickets to sit on camera front row, and there was 3 seats available on camera. And I bought the tickets with 2 hours to go to the show. The tickets had been $2,000 on StubHub. They came down to I believe $200 a piece, and I had purchased those tickets. This was a couple of years ago. So I purchased those tickets for $200 a piece that at one point were at $2,000. And I believe valued at $300 or something like that. So I got them for less than probably what the person paid because they were desperate to sell them. And then 2 people next to me never showed up. So 2 people weren't there, and then all of a sudden, 35 minutes in, 2 people showed up. And they weren't, and they didn't buy the tickets. They were like, "Oh, we were up there, and they moved us." You know what I mean? So like they have multiple ways of, whether it's calling people, giving YouTubers or popular website people or people in the industry tickets. They give local wrestler promotions tickets if they can. That happens a lot too. They call wrestling promotion.
Yeah,
hey, who you got?
And 2 things. Somebody in the chat said, it wouldn't happen in this day and age. It's like Illuminati stuff. It's too hard to hide these things. No, it's not. I mean, it's simple as you like wrestling. You're getting free tickets to keep your mouth shut. I mean, go along with things.
I mean, there's some
why
things.
Why is that so unbelievable?
All right, well, here's the other thing too. I mean, we're talking about like look. Some of these people, we got to start identifying these people in the crowd, because if you really want to try to prove something, because we're talking like Alex Jones, like.
Yeah. Okay. So
like
you got Brock
crisis
Lesnar
actors,
guy,
like
the sign.
Are these
guy,
crisis actors?
Dave Rose fake there.
Yeah. Well, that guy's always
you see on a regular basis, but.
And by the way, they never answer like tweets and stuff, which tells me there's something else up with them too. Like the guy, the green shirt guy, has a Twitter, and I said, "Hey, want to come on and talk about whatever? You're a big fan. Everybody talks about you." And he's like, "No." And it's like, nah, I don't believe that. There's something up with this guy. Then he's always got pictures of him in the back with people, but not pictures like, wow, I'm getting to meet the superstars. More like, hey, I'm the guy that's friends with like the vice president of this company or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
You see more times them posting pictures with crew than stars. It's
I mean, there's still some stuff. There is some stuff I can't talk. I will say there is some stuff I can't talk about. Far as
admittedly.
As far as being at SmackDown and being at pay-per-views myself, there's some things I can't say because it's wrong. But and I've seen other YouTuber people, and like Justin LaBar is always at like half the events I've been at. I've been able to wave at LaBar. Like, I'm like, hey, what's up, LaBar? He's right over there. Like, I see him all the time. So
the same people get to continue to go. And then, Mandy said in the chat that there are also superstars all over podcasts praising Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it's
weird. This person said, don't tell me it might not be getting a little cash, to sing his praises. That,
especially Jericho.
I don't believe as much, because the thing is with the wrestling business, it is like a family. It's very, tight-knit, closed.
You don't believe
circle.
that, but you believe the other thing?
No, I'm saying I don't believe it as much. Let me finish my thought here, because my point is that a lot of people in the wrestling business know that Roman, personally is not a bad guy. He works hard. He's good to work with. So they try and sing his praises in that sense. But the ones that really go above and beyond, that's the one you start to question things. Like the way Steve Austin comes about it, he's saying, well, he's a hard worker. He's a very nice guy, and he works hard, and I always see him out there putting on good matches, and it sucks that he's in this position. You get those kind of answers. So I believe that a lot of wrestlers on podcasts or people that work closely in the business have a hard time shitting on someone that's a good person.
I believe Stone Cold, though. When he says that, I believe what he's saying.
Yes,
it's Jericho that I don't really... He don't seem right.
Now, when they really go above and beyond saying, like, oh, there's no point in turning him heel, those kind of comments, that's the ones you kind of start to be like, well, maybe they're a little too close to the business.
Because how could it not help him? Like, Jericho's out of his mind. By the way, here's the deal. Like, we've said this a million times, but we have a lot of viewership right now. Let's talk about this real quick. Turning Roman heel, here's why. Right now, the audience is divided. Like, 40% of the audience likes Roman Reigns, I would say. Maybe 30, maybe less, I don't know. But let's play a devil's advocate and say 40% likes him, right? And like 30% of the audience is hardcore booing him, or 40% is booing him. And then like the rest just doesn't care or wishy-washies or whatever. Right? Let's pretend that those are the numbers. I don't know what they really are. Do we know what his recent sales are? His merchandise sales always in the top 10. It's probably in the top 5 now, I don't know.
That's my guess.
I'm not sure though. I don't see a lot of Roman Reigns shirts, but I see.
When we last looked up the numbers, we did this a few weeks back. He was still in the top. One of his shirts was sold at number 1. Then it was like number 10 on the list for another item. He was in the top 10 though.
Okay. So let's say top 5. Let's say he's always in the top 5. So if you make him heel, a lot of those casuals will turn on him. A lot of the good fans that like him will turn on him. Some of those people, some of the kids that don't get it, and some of the women, they'll still cheer for him. They won't care. So let's say 20% of the audience still cheers for Reigns, right? They're still going to buy his merch. That's 20%. But you've lost a ton of sales. So here's the argument for that. If you turn this guy full-on heel and everybody hates his guts, there's no more wishy-washy, like we don't know what we're supposed to do. Now everybody that's booing him, which is like half the audience at least, right? Half the audience is booing him already. Now you turn the casuals, 20 to 30% of them are booing him, right? So now you get about 70 to 80% of the crowd is absolutely booing him. Absolutely booing him. Now you can make anti-Roman Reigns shirts. Whoever's feuding with Reigns can come out and be like, I'm releasing my new shirt right now. And then he holds it up and it says like Reigns sucks. Like, or something like that, or like, you know, basically like a JD shirt. And it's just like no more Reigns, or like Reigns is a, like whatever the hell. Dude, those shirts will fly off the shelves. And now you are still making tons of money off Roman Reigns merchandise. But it's anti-Roman Reigns merchandise. Dude, imagine right now if WWE released an anti-Roman Reigns t-shirt. This is a
Seth Rollins to
fucking
come out wearing a shirt
goldmine.
that says, now, you know, was his yard. On the back it says now my yard.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. You know, that would be a huge seller.
Even his yard sucks, or like something like
yeah.
I'm telling you,
They did
man.
it with Cena.
Oh my God, right?
Yeah.
Well, didn't they release the Cena sucks? Let's go Cena shirt.
Yeah.
See, release, but no, don't even do that. Just release Roman sucks. Like, are you kidding me? The male audience will buy the shit. That will be the #1 selling merchandise you have. It will be #1. It will be the Austin 316 shirt, but opposite. It's the funniest thing. It's weird. I don't think anyone else has mentioned it, but I have the solution. It will be the #1 selling shirt in wrestling. Roman Reigns sucks. Reigns sucks. Sick of Reigns. Reigns is a pain. Whatever. It can go on and on and on and on. And you have the like Seth Rollins releasing this stuff, or like whoever the guy feuding with him is, like, hey, you know, I went up to WWE and they asked me, you know, what do I want my new shirt to be? You know, what do they want my new shirt to be? And this is a guy who's been feuding with him for a little bit, right? And now we're turning Reigns heel and everything. Well, I didn't want anything that said Seth Rollins. Instead, I thought I'd make a shirt for you, Roman. You know, and then Roman's like, if you think you're gonna make money off me, oh, it's my idea, Roman. The company owns your name, and I penned it in. I'm getting credit for it. I'm getting the sales on this T-shirt. Don't worry, you'll get some too. You'll get some too. And then they go up to the Titantron. There it is. Here's my new shirt. Roman sucks. Look at that. Roman sucks.
What about this one? On the front it says Big Dog, and on the back it says always, you know, spay and neuter your animals, something like that. Like, you know, neuter the big
all that
dog.
stuff. You could roll out days on days of T-shirts. They should use this to their advantage. And it's like, and they should even, dude, can you imagine? They could even print like Vince's boy or something, or Vince's bitch, or like all these things.
Yeah,
and,
that would be.
Oh my God! And you can have
wild.
Seth is like selling them before the show. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole thing. Like, more maybe Dean Ambrose. I don't know. Something could be done with this. Why don't they do it? It would be a juggernaut. Feel free to take the idea, WWE. I don't even care. But I will sue you. But
They didn't sign anything yet.
That's true.
No, I mean, all in all, I believe Austin, though. You know, he's been critical of Reigns, and he's also been.
Hence
you know,
why he's not on the network anymore.
That's the thing. He's
Right.
you know, he's outspoken, and that's what needs to happen. You know, but people akin to Jericho, that's the problem. Yeah, like okay, Fabe, right there. That's perfect. This guy is more over than Reigns. Love that.
yeah, this idea
Connor's
would be...
got that great shirt that says "This guy is more over than Reigns" with 2 thumbs up. You know.
Yeah, I didn't want to promote it, so I sent it to Jake privately. So.
Oh, gotcha. Well, why
Gotta
not?
promote
You
it.
can
Gotta promote it. It's a great fucking shirt.
It's not
I
rivaling.
didn't see that yet.
It's not like the T-shirt goes up at the same time as me or something.
That isn't.
We still promote
awesome
you
shirt.
for all your
Gotta have
stuff. Yeah, what the fuck? The T-shirt don't matter. I'll shove it up
But-
your ass though.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Let's take a black. Oh, we gotta play some donations. Let's see what people are saying.
Yeah,
we
we got
gotta...
to catch up a little bit.
Joe, Jake, and OK Fabe.
What's up?
All three are awesome guys. Hope you feeling better, Jake.
He's alive.
Yeah, thank you so much.
What's up, Casey is raw. How you doing, Casey? Yeah, man, Jake suffered for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe more, but he really, dude, the hospital stuff, I don't want to get into that shit until I'm like 50, 60, I don't know.
Don't get into it at all. I got more injections yesterday and today. I'm fucking pincushion.
Jesus.
Sounds hot.
Super Chat Party.
What's up, Matt? Thanks for the $1, man. I appreciate that. This guy in the chat,
Sports show.
this idiot in the chat wrote 57,000 subs. WWE doesn't know you. If you only knew that WWE ripped off multiple ideas already, bro.
Oh,
nice
if you
try.
only knew.
If you only
If
knew.
you only knew. I even
So many times we go ahead and say something, you know, it's like, oh, it's subliminal, or, you know, what do they call it? Like parallel thinking?
Yeah,
No.
this ain't parallel thinking, though.
From what I understand, they pay more attention to guys like us. I'm not saying like me, but like Joe and others. They pay more attention than they lead on.
Yeah.
Fuck Mean Gene in his mouth. Fuck this hole.
Oh my
inside
God.
out. Do the same with Smackdown. Spank the ass. Weak so bleak. Dream and pout. We are told to have some couth.
What the
No
hell?
more cries. Dildo in my brown eye. We're fucking together. This is whore. Outta nowhere.
Wow.
Love it.
That's a porn right there. The Goon, thanks for the 850.
Stick it in my pussy.
The Goon. 850. I don't know what the 850 donation ever was, but
Nothing.
yeah, I don't remember it being anything. Like, yeah.
It's the Goon's stick it in my pussy
The
donation.
Goon's own song.
Dildo in my brown eye.
Well, let's also not forget the fact that I got tickets, for Christ's sake. I mean, come on. They'd be like, the Goon, thanks for the donation, man. Appreciate it. Let's see what else we got. Anybody can really
Super chat.
Oh.
Super chat.
Joe, bring back the 69 donation. I miss it so much.
John Wills, thanks, man. What's up, John? How you doing, man? You're one of the top patrons, I think. I got my list out here. But there's a reason why I can't bring it back.
Even my girlfriend is tired of Roman Reigns booking. Greeting from Costa Rica.
Costa
Pura
Rica.
vida.
What's up? What's up to Costa Rica, baby? Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Los Paricuas. Hubert Hidalgo. Thank you very much for the $4. He became a patron the other day, too. $5, I think, or $10.
Awesome.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Costa Rica, too, man. We got some people watching. It's nicer there than it is here right now. Well, maybe, depending on where you are.
I bet.
Maybe
Paradise.
not. It's actually really humid
Even if
out
it's
here.
shitty weather, it's still beautiful.
Super Chat Party.
Hey.
Matt, thanks for the $1, man. Appreciate that.
Again, dropping them.
Just dropping dollars.
$1 at a time. It's like a strip club. He's letting it rain.
I believe something was copywritten, whether it was the song or it might have been the girl. Actually, because of the new YouTube rules, that GIF that we used was hit up. So
Too
it's,
risque.
Yeah, you can't
Really?
use it. So yeah,
Ridiculous.
That's the reason why that
Bullshit.
donation isn't there anymore. Otherwise, trust me.
Adamant said on Twitter, I didn't see it before. He
Now,
said, I
other
commented
people
on
can
this
have it.
last week about the signs. He said they appeared to have been perfectly made from a printing company and not homemade. The logos were perfect. The lettering was perfectly spaced.
Party.
Matt, thanks for another $1. Damn.
Oh, look at that.
But you know what,
Wow.
though? Remember Nikki T, man? She made some really good Joe Cronin Show signs. Remember those?
Yeah, no, granted, but these were just so similar and right next to each other, like just a few rows apart, and all for Roman, and with it just looked very suspect. It stood out.
You know, I hear
Flat
Roman
background.
fans. I hear Roman fans doing this about us, oh, people that bring Roman suck signs are people that don't watch anymore. They just show up to do this, or like they have all these same conspiracies opposite of us. But that's the thing is, like, it's really the back office. It's really the booking and the people in the back that just
Super chat.
got everyone acting
Super
crazy.
chat.
JTG from Crime Time. I tweeted him today in heart.
Nice. Wait till he sends you a dick pic. He'll do it. I heard Sarah.
That's very tempting.
His haggis.
He sent you his
Super
haggis.
chat.
Show him
Super
his
chat.
haggis.
Sarah Small, thank you.
LMAO, they paid college students from Full Sail.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. They got all them college kids. Hey, want to go to a show tonight and drink and just hold this up a couple times? Shy God. Was that Shy God? Thanks, Shy God, if that was you. Shell. Oh, man.
Rah, 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 rah. That's how Rybotch likes it. In the ass and raw.
Oh, my God.
Shout out to the sex chat.
Wow. Thank you so much. Shell, the big Shell. I don't mean she's big. I mean Shell's a big donator. The Shell is here. By the way, Shell, she's on the list, man. She didn't make this list because she changed her Patreon name, but I got to shout out Brian Himmelfarb and Justin McNeil, The Bear, Nikki T, Vito V2 of Doom, Null Death,
Fuck
Nick
yeah,
Wolf.
I got everyone's addresses, Mom!
Oh, shit.
I got everyone's fucking addresses, Mom!
Forgot about that one.
Just pathetic and useless by WWE. Just
Oh,
more
shit.
of the reason why Brooklyn won't give AF * K about the main event and walk out instead of trashing the match.
The Shell. Shell Shock. Hey, John Wills. What's up, John? Yeah, I agree. Brooklyn will crap on them, dude. They've got to know, though. I mean, they've got to know. See, the thing is, they'll be like, oh, Brooklyn's a fluke because it's the hardcore fans.
Nope.
And then the next night, it'll be back to normal.
See, that's the thing, and people had mentioned this again on Twitter, and it makes so much sense. But anytime you're, agreeing with WWE, it's okay because, that's what the universe wants. We're listening. But anytime they disagree, it's just a small, subsect of fans. It's just a minority. And that's what Roman said earlier on Twitter.
Yeah.
He went ahead and tweeted out, it's just a small vocal minority of men that, boo me each week. And I'll have to look up his exact comment, but it was really infuriating for him to...
Yeah, I just laughed because I was at Mania 32 and I had never heard so much booze in my fucking life, and that was 100,000 people.
Exactly, and Roman said, my fans are diverse and extremely supportive. I can't say the same for the small group of vocal men who decide to hate on me when they can just support their favorites instead. Either way, enjoy this one day of relevance, with a hang loose emoji at the end. Because basically this guy had said, your fans are crazy. No wonder you don't mind getting booed if the alternative is getting cheered by that bunch. So he basically said, you said something stupid and you got called out for it. My fans are perfect, and I can't stand the small group of men.
If by small you mean 100,000 motherfucking people.
That should be
see his
supporting,
haggis?
their real
Explain
fans.
why Leah hates him then, huh? She's not a man. She literally screams at the TV.
Yeah, she gets.
I'm not
real
kidding.
angry.
Like,
I've been on a call and heard her go off.
I gotta
Royal
see that.
Rumble.
she drops faggot bombs on this guy.
I have to see that. That sounds hilarious.
I mean,
I think
It should be a
was-
new donation.
Her reaction, my favorite, was when I think he was it was the year when he came out number 30 for the Rumble.
oh my
She was
God.
like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like,
Where
she
was
went
that?
There's a
off.
there's
It
a
was so
compilation.
good.
Have you seen the compilation of that when people were all like reacting to Roman being fucking hell?
Do you know where
That's
that clip is, Jake? Is that online somewhere, or was that like a tweet?
I don't remember. I think you put it on one of the shows. I'll try and hunt for it.
We'll
but-
never find that. I mean, Monica might, but I don't know if we'll ever find that.
and by the way, I wanted to say this in the beginning, but shout out to Awandi. He made a really badass JCS guitar theme,
I heard that. Yeah,
and that thing is sick.
that
So-
JCS theme, man. I'm gonna play it in a minute. I got
Did
it
he
here.
put milk all over it too?
No,
Yeah.
not yet, but
Oh, that's right. Quick reminder. I got to remember to tell everybody this. First of all, make sure to check my channel here, Joe Cronin Show, every day, because every day people are saying they're unsubbed or they don't see my alerts. I made 2 videos today. Half of you said you didn't see it. So remember, I upload almost every day here on Joe Cronin Show. And Corrupted, I can't upload on Corrupted YouTube channel for 2 weeks. And I can't go live until October 29th. So just remember that Corrupted isn't gone. It's just on a break for 2 weeks. And everything I would have done on Corrupted is now being done over on my YouTube gaming channel. Make sure you sub the YouTube gaming channel, which is youtube.com/JCSgaming. So make sure you sub my 3 channels and really make sure you become a patron, because that is the last resort after YouTube dies. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. I got some new patrons we're going to shout out tonight. Anyway.
And I never got a YouTube notification, by the way, Joe.
For this?
Yeah, this one, or the only one I got today is a test. No, I didn't get any today.
Jesus. Well, you got my test one then, because you said you got that.
I got the patrons.
Yeah, the patron test thing. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's weird.
But not YouTube's.
That is so weird, man. So what do we think about this? Let's go into the Matt Hardy deal. What do you think about this?
Yeah, this tweet, I mean, it's garnered mainstream attention at this point. It certainly sounds rather suspect. It seems like he's saying goodbye to the company. They've got a match though at SummerSlam, so it's a bit odd, but to say the least. He said, to all that supported me in the Independents and Omega, to the fans of Team Extreme, to the Mattitude followers, to the outspoken fans who brought me back in 2005, to the people who backed me when I was reincarnated in pro wrestling, to the Woken Warriors, thank you. And there's a picture of him leaning on the ropes, with the light cast around him. Wow. And a lot of people said, why does this sound like a retirement tweet? And we're really sad. We love you. Don't leave us. All the same kind of very supportive sentiments. But I think he was more or less just being emotional and wanted to thank his fans for being so supportive. I don't necessarily think he's done at this point in time.
He might as well be done. That's the thing.
Yeah, they're treating him like shit.
Because this is a waste of time.
Yeah,
and he has a concussion, and nobody knows yet.
You never know, but he hasn't looked great recently. He's been very sluggish in the ring, it seems.
Yeah.
And he's also sent out a few tweets beforehand, basically saying like things need to change.
Yes.
I recall was one. The past few days he sent out a lot of pictures of the Brood and him and Jeff from their early Team Extreme days.
Are they gonna add Gangrel to the group? Is that what's gonna happen?
Oh, can you imagine his fangs?
Oh, I mean, I should.
Fuck?
Oh my god, dude! I got Gangrel's cell phone. I should text him my penis.
I got gangrene with my penis, Joe.
Some guy got gangrene or sepsis from a dog licking him the other day. You see that news?
It's a sign of manhood.
Oh, that's weird.
It is weird,
It's a sign of haggis licking.
All day I've been telling my dog, like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, I don't want that. Jeez.
That's a bit extreme.
Imagine they do a tag team Apocalypto in WWE and Gangrel shows up.
Oh my god.
Now that would be fucking great.
I would clap, actually.
I told Matt, my idea for the next deletion 2 years ago was to go into like another dimension and like have all this green screen work, and it was just fucking like a fun house. I sent
like
this whole
behind me.
Yeah, but the whole, and just like having all, like they keep going through portals, and it's the weirdest shit ever.
Like Ted and Bill's Excellent Adventure, but like
yeah, kind of like in a way like that, but like it'd be like you can manifest anything. This, like, I don't know where this next portal will take us. Like, and they say you can manifest anywhere, and there's like, you have manifested Chuck E. Cheese. They're in the ball pit fighting, and it just continues, and they shoot this massive, just crazy thing, and they end up back at the Hardy compound to
they punch the mouse in the face.
I would love to see it like the chicken fights from Family Guy, where it just gets really long and stupid, and then you see a bunch of cameos, and they end up in the fucking WWE warehouse, and they're smashing each other with like legendary shit, like the first WrestleMania sign or something like that.
Yeah, where it just keeps
obscure references,
going and going. Yeah, they start in the ring.
It's
and then
Sean Mooney. Boom.
But see, it doesn't matter who you bring in and stuff. It just, because it doesn't matter. WWE is like all about like the quick magic trick. Like, okay, now on to the next thing, so it didn't matter. But like,
yeah, the sleight of hand.
But all the stories suck. So it's like, all right, now Bray Wyatt fights Matt, but it doesn't matter because it's stupid anyway. And then they're back together.
He throws him into the lake of reincarnation, and it did nothing but brainwash him to be on the same team.
He lost one dread. One dread of his hair is gone.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. When anybody else went into the lake, it changed them entirely. We saw him, Matt dunking his brother, and he came out, with the John Cena-esque kind of champion with the belt on his shoulder. Then he came back as Willow. Then he came back as, the Brother Nero character. That was the whole point of when he got deleted. He was no longer Jeff Hardy. He was Brother Nero, and
He's reincarnated.
Yeah, exactly. That didn't happen with Bray, though.
No, because they didn't think it through.
Exactly. They should have made him Husky Harris.
His evil's still there. That's why.
Had they not done the stupid transgender Sister Abigail moment,
oh my God,
great!
Remember how funny that was? I did
a whole cheesecloth over his face.
That was.
Do you remember when I did a parody of that?
Brothers.
It was something like that.
Yeah, Sister Cronin, and it was just ridiculous.
Brother Smeagol or something. What was that?
And Matt's been tweeting out. He's going through one of 52 photographs that make up the ever-growing thread of evolution. So he starts off with a picture in '92 with him and his brother, and it goes all the way through July, like '99. Then he just keeps adding, and it's growing daily. And he shows like the TLC, him holding old titles, even him, naked with a championship belt covering his crotch. There's a plethora of.
Yeah, that's the one.
But he's just been going on like a big nostalgia trip. And addressing all of the high and even some of the low points throughout his career. And it kind of makes me think that he's just having, not a midlife crisis, that's the poor way of putting it, but he's just going down memory lane. And
I totally go back to Impact.
This tweet is just a way of him, thanking the fans for
Here's my question. Can he go back to Impact? Can he go back and do this broken gimmick now outside the WWE?
See, I don't know.
Maybe he can.
Is it copyrighted? Is it?
No, him and Ed Normholm will work things out from what I understand.
Yeah, but does WWE own it now?
Yeah,
but we don't know that.
No,
we don't know who owns it. I think Matt owns it, but
I think Matt owns it.
Possibly.
Maybe that's why they won't let him.
This fucking talk again.
Maybe they won't let. That's why they won't let him get over that much because they don't really have control of it after they leave. So maybe that's why it's limited.
Not broken. Remember.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's anything's possible at this point in time, but
they can call a token and go to Canada.
Call a token, paint themselves
I would
black.
like to see them back in Ring of Honor or New Japan, honestly. Either way, I think Ring of Honor would better suffice what they're trying to do, but
I just wish they weren't in WWE. Yeah, it's garbage. Jeff works out because they seem to like to just book him regular, but they don't know what to do with Matt, and that's retarded. Because Matt was like the #1 commodity in wrestling a year and a half ago.
The biggest thing since sliced bread.
The biggest thing.
We see it on the show all the time. It made me watch Impact. It made you cover it. It brought new eyes to the product. It got people re-watching wrestling that were no longer interested in this form of entertainment.
The biggest thing since OJ killed someone.
Yeah, it captured the audience.
Oh, him too.
Can you handle this? Can you handle this?
Yeah. You can't handle it, man. Hey, 301, you live. What's up?
Hey, Joe, Jake. Hey, what's going on, guys?
How's it
man,
going?
what's up?
That's not a question. There's a couple questions. What was with the Lions? He is boring the hell out of me. I can't switch him back to Green's company.
Are you at a McDonald's drive-thru?
I think he just jumped in the pool. You just jumped in the pool.
Can I get a McGriddle? Whatever you're getting.
Did you say you hate Elias?
Yeah, he's boring the hell out of me.
Really?
I don't know what, like for a year or so, they have him doing the same thing, interrupted every single time. His matches are kind of boring.
He's one of the only guys that. He's one of the guys that doesn't bother me, because he at least has something going on, But I get what you're saying, but of anybody,
Yeah, picture Joe. If you're not with the Elias gimmick, I could picture it being pretty annoying. Now, I'm thoroughly entertained by everything he does, but if you really don't care for him, if that's not your cup of tea, it has been essentially the same thing. He's changed it up as time's gone on, but it's been in the same vein of the character still. So
he's wandering. He's the wanderer.
I love Elias. He needs it. I really wish he beat Seth Rollins for the IC title. The news is that Seth is not going to recapture the gold at SummerSlam. That's what I've last read and heard. So Seth will continue. So maybe Seth will go on to face Elias. That could be a great match. Dolph Ziggler. But Dolph is set to retain at SummerSlam as of this point in time. So
he looks so weird. Dolph Ziggler. Man, he looked strange next to Drew this week.
Yeah, with the hair, you know. Previously,
Yeah.
he's looked like Shawn Michaels, and then now he kind of has that Triple H hair. I've seen a lot of people point out.
Yeah,
so
it's like,
why not
what the hell's
emulate
he-
somebody else that he wants to be like, right?
Yeah, I hope he does the $1 Million Man next. Put a
That'd
dollar
be
sign
great.
on his pants.
Do you know anything about this Keith Lee that's debuting next week? Is he from ROH or?
Couldn't hear you
Keith
there.
Keith Lee from
Keith?
ROH is talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Or-
He should
well,
be.
is he from
debuting
ROH?
soon.
He was more involved in Pro Wrestling Gorilla, but that guy's a monster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's massive. He's only 33. You know, people
And
said
he's really
oh,
fast,
older
too.
side, but-
Kona Reeves, where's he from? Was he used to be in WWE in the past, or is he back, or is he just some new character?
Blake, I don't know
He's a
what
new-
proof this is. Blake says he's got proof of the Roman Reigns thing.
Really?
He sent me this photo here. Of,
It was just a lot of the same people that you always see front row. I mean, it's not a great photo, but
This
I know.
isn't-
what he's
hey,
getting.
there's a woman there. I thought it was all men, supposedly.
No,
Hey.
it's the same people constantly going and you know they're off at a separate entrance. They get taken in. You know, it's the same fans you'll see.
That could be Roman Reigns fans getting paid off or a bukkake. I'm just saying it could be either one.
They were standing in line for a churro.
yeah.
That long hair guy who was in the front row every pay-per-view or practically every Raw with his mom. Who the hell is that guy?
Someone's
No.
playing Soggy Cookie.
We were told that was a guy who just travels around with his mom. Yeah, but we don't know why, like, or what.
Yeah, it's really bizarre.
They're rich,
you know,
obviously.
The relationship.
Yeah, they have sex with each other in the hotel rooms on every performance. 332 is on the phone. What's up, man?
Hey, Joe, I got two questions.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one is, actually, you know that one guy, he's always in the front row. He's got like a square circle shirt. It's like a wrestling shirt. I talked to him on Instagram. You could actually follow him if you want.
Yeah.
But he gives me the same story because I figured I was like, be honest, like you're probably like in cahoots with WWE or something. Like how you get all those good seats? He's like, oh, I just get lucky and stuff, but nobody's that lucky every show.
No, yeah, that's you.
And then the Brock
How do you get
Lesnar
that
guy-
lucky to get the same seat?
Exactly.
I mean, you can
in
get in the same
spot.
area,
He
but
said-
you're not going to be front row every time. Sometimes you'll be
Exactly.
second row, third row.
Just
Yeah,
like the
no,
Brock
there's
Lesnar
no
guy.
way.
He's like, no, I just got a good job, but to be in the same seat every single time.
Yeah, what
And
job?
how do you
does
have
he
a good job if you're always traveling to Raw?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can be employed. And my other question is, what do you think is going to happen with Bex fucking a kangaroo?
Oh my God. Kangaroo Bex is gonna fuck a kangaroo with her tits
Hey, if
out
it
of
has a
his face.
pouch, I'll fuck it too.
Those
Oh my
things are
God.
pre-lubricated, those pouches. So I mean, you're good to go.
I'm
Oh,
good to
man.
go, man. I'll dive right in there.
You might slip out.
What did Leah say? Kangaroo, you fucking asshole, or fucking something? Kangaroo do your ass. It was something fucking like something like that.
Super chat. Super chat.
You lost all that
Great
money.
showman.
Hey, Samuel, Bosk. Who's that? How do you say that name? Samuel.
Can't
Thanks.
see it yet.
Oh my God, Samuel. It was Brother Samuel.
Brother Samuel.
Brother Samuel. Yeah.
It's like he knew.
What's the chances?
Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's right, brother. Because like Bray Wyatt turned into a girl, and Brother Samuel, I changed into Brother Samuel because of it. I'm feeling.
WWE. Monday Night Raw was so abysmal and
Oh
terrible.
yeah, we made fun of how they sped up his voice.
And I love when he did the camera eye. Like,
Something inside of Joe Cronin that no one has ever seen before. You see, when I was a child, I fell down a hill and died. Joe doesn't speak about me much, but I live inside of him. And you have forced me out with your mundane, horrible, boring, and repetitive cookie-cutter storylines. I am Brother Samuel.
Oh my God.
And I have been unleashed on this earth And
He
now,
gets squished.
there is no
Jesus.
turning back.
Sounds like the aliens from Mars Attack.
That's what we were laughing. That's what I was doing. I was doing the fucking Mars Attacks alien. Look what you did, WWE. Look what you did. Now I need a brisk. I didn't even get paid for this.
Now I need a brisk.
What the fuck? Oh man.
God.
How did that get 100 likes?
You know, even
Wow.
with the mustache, you look a lot like my sister.
Oh man.
I love that, man. I
That's great
love
stuff.
the fisheye.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like the thumbnail or something.
That was the thumbnail.
I love
So get
brisk,
this,
man.
there was 3 matches on SmackDown Live.
What? Oh, the other night?
Yeah,
Yep.
last night.
Yep.
Oh my god.
3 freaking matches, 2 hours.
The tag team, the Lana versus Zelina Vega, and then the women's match, right?
And they're all women's, yeah. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It was a lot of entertainment, a lot of
talking.
backstage stuff, but
There was a
Three
lot of
fucking talking segments.
yeah. Why are there so
I
many
need a
talking
brisk,
segments?
guys. I need a brisk. Hold on.
I'm gonna need a brisk here. Yeah. So what do we think? Do we think Matt Hardy's really leaving, or?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But I don't know, man. It's getting weird. He might be.
He might
He's
have a
eating-
concussion.
If he's eating grapes, I'm starting to get worried.
He's eating what's that cereal? Grape
Grape nuts.
He's eating
Grape nuts.
he's eating honey smacks so he can die of like syphilis or whatever was in that thing.
diabetes.
No, it was Awandi.
Roman Reigns is the greatest of all time. Roman Reigns is the best. Never cross the big dog. It's Roman Reigns' yard. Roman Reigns, Lesnar. Roman is love. Roman I life. All hail the dog of dogs. I worship the reigns of Roman. Pay me WWE, you cunts.
Awandi, he is the dog of dogs. What's up, Awandi? How you doing, man?
Dog of dogs.
That's another good T-shirt. The dog of dogs.
That's actually a curse word in a couple countries. You dog of dog.
That's somebody's mother in another country.
Oh my.
It's a dog eat dog world.
It is. Gotta watch out.
I'll eat you, man. I'll eat your fucking ass. Hey, you know what?
Don't make me bend over, Joe.
I found the clip I was looking for too.
Thanks,
The
Punk
fucking-
Master.
I don't know
Of
if you guys ever seen that, but it was a viral thing a while ago. Sent to you. Keep playing the show.
That's gotta be Kane. My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Joe, you sound like a casual. 40% my ass.
Yeah, you're right.
Only
I know.
people supporting them are little faggot kids and filthy skanky
Oh
lonely
my God.
mothers.
Oh Jesus!
Who wouldn't be the top 10 selling person when he is shoved down everyone's throats and
That's true.
artificially put on the first page to begin.
Yeah, that's true, man. I mean, I did went too high. Maybe 20%, 30%. But
Who hasn't been on page, Joe? Who hasn't been on page?
yeah.
We call her sticky pages.
Eat my fanny.
Eat my funny, Dickie Nos.
Super Jet. Super Jet.
Thank you, Matt Hardy.
Main man Chris, thank you for the $2, man. Oh
Eat your
my
ass
God.
like haggis.
I'm gonna eat your fanny like haggis.
I'm gonna eat your fucking fanny.
What's up, Joe?
What's
Jake,
up?
Leah, and Connor.
Oh yeah, Mel is now Leah.
Yeah, that's
Ladies and
right.
gentlemen.
What's up, Mike Daniels? Look at Mello, though. He looks like he's in a 90s cop movie or something.
Hey, guys. It's time for Saved by the Bell.
It's like Mel Gibson's younger brother who's still a teenager and lives with the parents. For some reason.
I'm in the basement.
Hey, Jake, you should download Halo Reach and we should play that tonight online.
Halo Reach.
Yeah.
Wow, you're going old school.
Ages.
That'd be insane.
That's old
Imagine
school.
that. Imagine playing Halo Reach.
I haven't played that in Christ too long. Like what, 10 years?
Yeah, fuck it. It's on Xbox One.
Actually, Jake, didn't you do Halo Reach around the other night?
I orbited your moon.
Every night, I dream of the fat green t-shirt guy making out with that long hair weirdo in front of Vince before Raw. Someone save me.
Damn it.
Probably be better than some of the stuff we get on Raw, to be honest.
Mo Cox
Was Vince
Show.
here? Did I just hear Vince? That was weird. I don't
Damn
know.
it, it's Mo Cox Show from Canada.
Oh, what the?
No, he's the one that donated. He's a Canadian. Look at that. Bam. Super kick.
Oh.
Super chat party. We're having ourselves a super chat party. It's unbelievable.
It is super up in here.
Let's get
Hell yeah.
The fuck? I love this one. Shy God.
Joe, you think if someone found something from Reigns' Twitter like they did with James Gunn, would they fire him or continue the push even harder? Also love ya mellow yellow kakakakailu.
Well, Shy God, I think Reigns made his Twitter when he was in WWE. So Shy God 97, thank you, Shy God. So I don't think
you,
you'll
Shy
find
God.
that.
I love you too, Yaka Yaka Laka Loo.
You're right. Let's all go back and look. Let's like try to find anything on Reigns we can. We'll get rid of Reigns, all right. We'll get.
We'll see you later,
We'll find
Reigns.
something.
Shy God, you just gave me a good idea. Let's use these social justice warriors to fuck the big dog.
I was wildly crying.
I was wildly
crying.
I was wildly wrong.
All Bailey does is wildly text Leah every day.
I was wildly wrong.
Mike
Yeah,
Daniels,
respond to you,
thanks for the $1.99. Super kick party. Super kick party. This just in, Bailey's dead. No, I'm just kidding. Sailboat accident.
It's
Died in a sailboat.
another boating accident.
Forest
Jesus
fire.
Christ.
Yeah, let's call the police.
Tommy NC set a forest fire on his boat. And now he's not going to be alive anymore.
Super chat party.
NXT is the A show.
Oh, yeah. Spiderland Leafs fan. What's up, Spiderland Leafs? Man, Canada is in the house tonight. Canada
They
is
are.
representing tonight, man.
Give me your poutine and show me your penis.
Wasn't that the name of a guy the other day on the Twitch chat who dropped bits? Like, it was like Pooty, like Poutini or something. I don't know. It was
No,
like,
he
it
was
like,
Poofy.
Yeah, wasn't it
Poofy.
poutine?
Oh, Poofy, yeah. It was something like that.
Poofy.
I want poutine now. Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, Bailey fell out of the boat, and then the inboard motor fell off at the same time, pinning his leg down. Then the prop fell down from the engine and cut his dick off.
Holy moly.
Have you guys
Sweet
noticed the fuck in front row at Full Sail always standing and yelling at the heels? He wears a gay white Rey Mysterio shirt. Who the fuck is that fuck?
Rated R superstar. Thank you for the 316, man. No,
Yeah,
I'll have
there's a
to-
lot of those.
Baby.
I haven't paid.
I don't
as,
know who that is, man. I don't know.
I haven't paid as much attention to NXT's front row, to be honest. But I'll look for that. And I mean,
But they do
Yeah,
multiple
there's a couple
tapings. That's hard to
people
say,
who are-
though.
Always.
Super
I mean, I'd go to every show if I was down there.
That's true.
Yeah. I
Where's
know.
Veronica?
Nessa G, thanks for the $1.99. Who's Veronica?
You don't know who Veronica is, Joe?
No, I have
That's
no
my
idea.
sister.
That's your
the
sister.
Haggis' sister back there.
That is. What is she? What is she? How does everybody know Veronica?
No, wait, I don't know who the
No, I
fuck
don't.
Veronica.
There's a tweet that right there. It says, I can personally say that when I went to the Boston Raw before Extreme Rules, I was offered money by a man in a suit to put my anti-Roman sign away, around $150. So
wow.
Some people have come out.
Vikings fan sucked a kangaroo dick, then proceeded to gangbang Little Bex.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes,
even if
Joe,
you get
I'm
this
sending it to you
on
in the chat.
Yeah, even if you get this on, recording of somebody offering somebody money, people still aren't going to believe it. But I mean, it certainly is in the realm of possibilities.
Oh God, this guy just wrote a kangaroo raped Bex. Kangaroo raped Bex. What the fuck?
John Willis and Brian definitely clicked on that link I put in the chat. Sorry, but it just reminded me of the Mars Attacks.
Well, now
thing.
she's never coming back to Patreon now.
Super Chat Party.
I have become comfortably numb.
Pink Floyd, baby.
Have become
69.
comfortably gay.
69.
69, dude.
You got 69, bro.
Oh man, Spiderland, thanks, bro. How you doing, man? How hard is it down there? Thanks
Very hard.
Thanks for the money.
Spiderland.
More Canada money. I need more
pretty
Canada
fucking hard.
money. Oh my God.
I just found
dude.
out Canada has no pennies anymore.
Really?
Yeah, you know that? They got rid of the penny a while ago.
Party.
Well, we're next here in America.
And Joe is the god of gods.
I am your
God, get down. Kneel before
God
me.
of gods, Joe.
I will
Joe's gonna
sodomize
bring back
you.
Veronica.
Swear to God, yeah, you know I'm God. You know I'll fuck you up if you don't drop me some love. I wanna fuck you up, I'm up above, I'm in heaven. And you're in hell, motherfucker, sucker. Eat my shit, your mom's a fucking cocksucker. Sphincter breath, eat my fucking taste, my Beck. Little Bex had sex while erect. Sorry.
I love how it said, sorry, like the deep voice.
Super Chat Party.
Little Bex.
When's the next morning madness?
Tomorrow. Mike Daniels, thank you.
The next morning.
No, well, no, I mean, I didn't have one today. Mike Daniels, thanks for the $1.99, Mike. Yeah, Morning Madness will be up tomorrow morning, baby. Got a big one tomorrow morning. Then I got some stuff for $10 and $5 patrons coming up by the weekend. So that's gonna be fun too.
Oh,
Mike Daniels.
Oh my!
Stand
Is that
back.
where you get naked?
Yeah, that's the one where I jerk you back.
Oh,
we go on Omegle and we just tease each other.
We megal our omegals.
Oh, we mangle our Omegles.
You know, I never knew what
going on.
Oh my God!
In space.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Something weird kinda happening, strange kinda happening, things are kinda happening. What the fuck is happening? Aliens, extraterrestrials, they gave me a shot. Nanotechnology. I'm not me. You're not you. I'm fucking crazy. Split personality. Scott McKinnon.
Joe, please sang 30-second to Mars the Kill. That is all good night.
Shy God 97. Holy
you know what?
shit.
Shy God, thank you for $51. I could probably not sing that song because I don't think my voice is working right now because he's like screaming at one part. He's like, yeah! Like, he's like screaming like, and I got.
But it's a higher pitch too.
Yeah, and it's really a high.
Die, put a bullet in. What is that movie?
I would have to be
Adam
in like.
Sandler?
I'd have to be in tip-top vocal shape. My voice is jacked up to do that. I couldn't do that. Leto's got a hell of a scream.
$51. How fucking crazy.
I should do it for that.
You can still that monetize this money here.
I could change it up a little bit to do it, but the other thing too is Leah is sitting across on the couch and she already hates my life and wants to kill me. So like if I start singing
Really
that
start
song,
singing?
yeah,
It was a fucking joke.
She will. I could do that one. She.
When I think of you,
I think Leah would come and turn the computer off. That's what. The last time I was doing voices.
she'd just go to the fuse box with an axe.
Yeah, and just start
burns
bashing.
At that point.
He just burns the house down, Joe.
Well, that might.
I hope you fucking choke. Yeah, if it was Reigns, we made a great point before with that donation. Would they acknowledge it as much as they, had attacked everybody else, would WWE sweep it under the rug, or would they like suspend him for a little bit to try and make amends? I mean, here we have a tweet from, Ty Dillinger going on and on saying, "I have no excuse for my old tweets. I was a different person 6 years ago. I'm beyond ashamed of what I've considered humor. I'm so damn embarrassed." And I like what you said, Joe. You said, "Fuck everyone. These are trolls trying to hurt people. You are a better person than them. Stay 10, baby." And that was great. And I agree. There's no need for people to apologize. You're basically saying that people are beyond reproach.
I might even apologize and say, like, I get what I said, like, is pretty appalling and stuff like that, but nobody knew who I was then, nor did I expect anyone to be reading my tweets and blah, blah, blah. And then I would say, but bottom line is these people doing this are scumbags. And, like, so, honestly, they can kiss my ass.
Yeah, but even with, Cedric Alexander, James Gunn, all these people, it was so long ago. If they were saying this now, then I understand the outrage culture, being justified. But this being, as far back as a decade for some of these things, you're basically saying that people can never change, that they're beyond redemption, that people cannot learn from their mistakes, that they can't grow, they can't change their minds, their opinions. You are who you are, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's a disgusting way of thinking.
Their actions. Listen, you have speech, and then you have actions.
Yes.
These people never acted on the speech. That's the point.
Exactly.
If they acted on it, that's bad.
Well, it's also important to know that it's a joke, because even if you were just tweeting that and you weren't acting on it, it could still be a threat, kind of. But you certainly were. It all was a joke. So
yes.
I don't know.
Whether it was funny or not is besides the fact of, it's a matter of speech. And
but where does the line go where what is considered okay as a joke and not? Because you start doing that. In me, I don't like these jokes, okay? Personally, I don't find them funny. But once you start doing a line where somebody's allowed to make a joke about this and not allowed to make a joke about that.
Party.
More Canada.
Hashtag push Ty Dillinger.
He's Canadian. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Spiderland Leafs. Thanks, man. We love you, man.
You
Thanks
can't make
for the donation.
a line in the sand when it comes to comedy and jokes.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, no. It's either all okay or none of it's okay, and that's the problem.
That's it.
Yeah, this whole world's been hijacked by insanity.
By a bunch of sensitive crazies,
What else we got for news? Anything
So
else?
One of the things that I thought was one of the biggest stories to come out of today is pretty shocking. It started off where WWE stock fell to $77.60. So it's down by Rybotch.
Hold that thought, motherfucker.
I will penetrate, ejaculate, impregnate, and annihilate ye ha 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 ha.
Jesus.
Ooh. Flip, slip, rip, dick, stick, boom. I just wanted to say belly that because if you don't belly it, you might realize that I Roman Reigns am faker than Tommy.
Oh my God, Jesus. You are faker than Fami.
You are faker than Fami. Get that right.
I meant
and that
Tommy.
sounded like Alex Trebek. She sounded like Alex Trebek right there.
Yeah, right. Well, stand-up comedians are already getting in trouble, and in Europe, they're going to jail in Europe. So.
People are going to freaking jail for comedy.
Yeah, this world is jacked up, man. Go ahead, Jake. I'm gonna pause the donations for a few. If you're feel free to get your donations in, though, guys. But I'm gonna pause them real quick. Go ahead, Jake. Wherever you last were.
So yeah, WWE stock fell just $1.50. Nothing big deal, but a couple more executives were selling off stock like friggin' hotcakes today. Some executives sold a combined $160,000 worth of the company's shares. So according to the SEC in their filings today, Kevin Dunn and Michelle Wilson have sold even more units of WWE stock. According to the documents, Kevin Dunn sold over 100,000 shares of WWE stock at different prices on July 30th. He sold $55,000 at $78, $26,000 at $79, etc. This netted the executive vice president of television production $7.92 million.
Jesus.
What?
Previously, he sold 122,000 shares for $10.2 million in July, in early this July. So already this month, he's made $18 million on WWE stock shares.
Oh, that's whoa.
Co-president Michelle Wilson sold 140,000 shares on July 31st. She got it when it was at $80.03 when she sold, so she made $11.2 million. The number is in addition to the $12.1 million she made earlier in July when she unloaded 121,000 shares at $82, per share. So
what
now
do they know that we don't?
That's the thing. So they made $18 million in about and roughly $20 million in the month of July, making $20 million almost today, or the 30th, excuse me, for both of them. But here's the sick part that really is a swift kick in the balls. Kevin Dunn has 214,000 shares left in the company.
Jesus, he's gonna own the company.
Dude, that is.
If Dunn and Wilson elected to sell off the rest of their shares in WWE at the current price, it would net them $16.6 and $17.3 million respectively.
Oh, Jesus.
Check out this street. This is all I could find on Roman for like a swear. Don't eat the crisp flattened chicken. Comes with a little extra and a smug bitch of a manager.
See, he that's 2014, like you said. His Twitter became alive when he was in the company already. So
yeah, that's hilarious
funny,
though.
Man.
That's pretty funny. Like, come on. That's actually fucking hilarious.
This is just baffling to me that WWE the stock has gone up 290% since last year.
Yeah,
I know. I could have bought it at $16.35. I remember because I go to sleep and I kick myself every night.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's up 290%. Joe was telling everybody, get into the stock. This is the time, and lo and behold, you were right.
I was close.
And my God, but the fact that Kevin Dunn has still 214,000 shares, he's never gonna be out of the company. He's bulletproof.
Triple H hates him.
Triple H does hate him, and
how much does Triple H own? Do you know, Jake?
No, I don't, and I would love to find out. I would absolutely love to find out. And this leads into the fact of backstage power of Triple H on deciding if a superstar stays in NXT or when they get called up. And he said, Triple H, Dave Meltzer was talking about this, and he said Triple H has some power and influence, but it's to a smaller degree than you would think. In the end, it's still Vince's call no matter what. And that's what a lot of people in the back, I guess, are kind of getting fed up with, that it's still, it's always been one man decides. People have input, but they're trying to change it from a dictatorship, and it's not flowing so well. And there's been some issues with people butting heads with creative recently. A lot of people disagree with certain. A lot of people are disagreeing with the way certain stars are being handled, like specifically NXT talents.
Yeah.
And I guess it's causing a bit of turmoil in the back at this point. So,
if they ruin NXT, we're screwed.
It's not even just a matter of ruining NXT, but the fact that, these people get called up, they have a pre-established gimmick that's already over with a certain portion of the crowd. So if you have, 20-30% of the crowd cheering or booing for them already and behind them, there's not much you have to do. Just keep whatever is working and bring it up to a larger scale. You have Finn Balor making these great entrances, having good matches. Just amp it up a little bit, and that's what they started to do when they first debuted him. Then it went to hell.
Where the hell's the Demon? Where did he go?
We haven't seen that Demon Balor since he fought AJ Styles in that match where, AJ filled in.
It's been almost a year.
For Bray Wyatt.
It has been
almost a year.
That was in October last year when Bray had the shingles, whatever thing going on.
Just for the fun of it, I looked up Ryan Satin's tweets, and Ryan Satin's Twitter could come down any minute. But I'm just kidding. But
he's got a lot of stuff that.
What's funny though, I wouldn't do that to Ryan, but although he's a dickhead. But what is funny is how Ryan Satin was in a fight with Bill Bahati a little while ago. I can't believe anybody still follows this piece of shit. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that people are still talking about that. Remember Bill Bahati? What a piece of shit. If anybody ever sees
Sportskeeda.
If anybody ever sees, Sportskeeda said they fired him. or whatever.
Yeah, they got rid of him. He was
but
formerly there.
Dirty Sheets.
And their news has improved since he's been gone, I will say.
But even Dirty Sheets, like, he made a news, like, garbage. Bill Bahati is a scumbag piece of shit. Like, everybody hates this guy because he's a dick. He's a fucking
he was rude,
psycho.
He was a liar with an agenda. He would report things that weren't true just for clicks.
Yep.
And he was very sensational about what he was doing. He was trying to spread these rumors. He acted like his clout had a little bit of inside, knowledge, and he would go ahead and just report false things. And he was falsifying news too, in the sense that it was detrimental towards creative and people in the company, and he was causing a lot of.
He was just a dickhead. Yeah. That was my thing. Like, go ahead if you want to make whatever. But he was like, and I remember him writing to me that I was a scumbag, and it's like, you're making up news.
He was very combative.
Actually, with Drew McIntyre, he was like,
"Yeah,
I'm Drew McIntyre's friend" or something, and I'm like, because
he was arguing with you about the theme music because you said Drew wanted to have the original theme back, and he was like,
Damn right
"No,
I
he
do."
doesn't."
What is that, Drew? What happened?
You're damn right I want that old theme song. Out of time.
No, isn't it out of haggis?
Oh man, I'm out of haggis. I'll kick your ass.
Never.
That
he was like, "Oh, I'm friends with Drew, and that's bullshit. And you need to silence yourself and learn your place." And
remember,
are you kidding me?
Silence your phone and shut your ass.
The best was this motherfucker had a blue check mark next to his Twitter name, and I remember we looked up his Twitter and we found out that 40,000 of his Twitter followers were fake. So 40,000 fake. He had about 1,000 real followers on Twitter, and he was making fun of me, telling me like, "Oh, look at my followers, you idiot." And then I was like, I just looked at your Twitter page. Every tweet you tweet gets no retweets, except for this one from yesterday that got 1 like. So your Twitter's fake.
Yeah, he got no likes, no retweets. No one was with anything.
Man,
he
was
and it was
mad.
Just ridiculous.
Joe, he's an FTF, a fake Twitter fuck.
Yeah.
He attacked me for weeks. For months, he attacked me. My videos, he'd make up fake names to yell at me. Just all kinds of shit. This guy was so butthurt. What a loser piece of shit. Yeah, I mean, you think Ryan Satin's bad. No way. The Bill Bahati is worse, even though Ryan's a puss. I think Ryan tries to do the right thing, thinks he's doing the right thing, but, mommy held him too much, obviously, did Ryan Satin, but,
he's still breastfeeding at this point.
He does have peaks and glimmers of hope.
Yeah, sometimes he makes good points, and I like some things when he calls it out, I do like it. But it's like
I try to tag people in when he makes the points that I, think is reasonable.
Right, but most of the time, I swear to God, he's got titty milk in his face.
Full of shite.
Body even tried reaching out to wrestlers' wives and husbands while he was on the road. Bo said in the chat.
Jesus, he did everything.
Disgusting.
He's a sick fuck, dude. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
that's bad.
Really
but you know what's great about this?
Really bad.
You know what's great about this? I found this out first, like almost before anybody, and I was screaming at people like, "This! Have anyone seen this crazy piece of shit guy?" And I remember I made videos about it and stuff, and people, like, nobody really was with me. And I think it was like 2 months later, he screwed up. He tweeted something about women, like being pieces of shit, or they couldn't.
Yes.
Like,
it was some misogynistic.
Oh, dude! And I was like,
bullshit.
"Oh, this guy's fucked for writing that. Like, you can't write that nowadays."
He did it. Yeah, he did the fire from North Carolina.
Yeah, he was a mess, and this stuff just goes on. And he made fun of JR's wife a bunch.
Yeah, that was terrible too. Poor JR dealt with it.
That was the guy. Oh,
wasn't he? Didn't he write about like, I mean, I know Ken really makes fun of her too, though. But he's not. At least Ken isn't in the wrestling community, so like he ain't gonna get fucking whatever. But this guy writes in the wrestling community, so like Jesus. But
yeah, but Ken's not vicious. This guy's
no,
vicious.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
You haven't heard Ken, then I don't know.
Ken
my fucking wife is an idiot. She'd wear a helmet.
Vicious. Did you guys see that Mexican wrestler attack a valet woman?
No.
I don't think she was part of he was drunk, the wrestler. I forgot who it was. I gotta find it. She got seriously hurt, and there's a GoFundMe. He hit her with a chair. It was insane, and nobody helped.
Why is there a gopher on you? No, I'm just kidding. No, so wait a minute. What happened? Tell me, he got attacked by a wrestler?
Huh?
She got attacked by a wrestler?
Yeah. She got
apparently
attacked
wasn't
by a
part of the
wrestler.
show.
He
Outside
pushed her
the show?
down. He hit her with the chair.
Oh, in the show?
At the show. Everybody's watching, just like...
They probably thought it was part of the show. They thought it was part of the show. They were like, oh, this is like a setup. This is funny.
Yeah, it says fundraising efforts underway for valet attacked by male wrestler. Pro Wrestling Sheet put it out. There's a video here of it too. I'll put the
It's
link.
really bad. I don't
in
know
the
if
Skype chat.
We got to look that up.
I'm sending it to you right
words,
now.
but she gets. It's really she gets hit. I've never seen anything like it, guys.
Yeah, I need to see this shit.
I'm trying to figure out how to do the chat.
Is it a tweet or?
Where's the chat? Somebody? Anybody?
What chat?
Are you looking for the video?
In Skype. No, in Skype. I couldn't find the new chat.
All right,
There
I'll
we
pull
go.
it
I
up.
got it.
Let me,
there we go.
Shit bum.
Sister Cronin, brother DeMarco, and Conman from Fab AO. Okay, if Matt leaves, we riot.
And Veronica.
Damn. God of Hair. Thank you for the $5.
I'm Veronica. Thanks, guys.
No, Joe needs to bring back Veronica.
Veronica Mars. Remember that?
You don't remember when you did the Veronica?
I don't remember it even.
You don't remember your Veronica character?
Was that with the red hair?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even remember. So wait a minute. He attacked a woman who's in the match?
Yeah, wrestlers across Mexico's lucha libre scene are rallying behind a female valet who was dragged, slapped, and smashed with a chair during a show last week.
These kids were about to help out.
Ask and you shall receive, Joe. Here's
Oh,
more
shit.
Canadian money for you, lol. Open mouth smile.
Oh, open that mouth up and I will lick. I mean, damn, Shell, thank you. Holy shit. Shell dropping 25 Canadian dollars on our ass. Thank you, Shell.
Thank
Holy
you,
shit.
Shell.
Now that is a super chat.
Party.
That's badass.
Wow,
Joe,
Shell.
the video at the 1 minute 21 second mark, that's when it starts. That's when it happens.
And if anybody's squeamish or look away for a minute.
Yeah, the footage is unsettling, not easy to watch, it says here. But they go out and they slap her at first. Like beforehand, it's like part of the show, I guess.
This kid was going to help. Watch these kids over here. Nobody else is going to help. These kids are going to help.
One
Watch
minute,
these
21
kids.
seconds.
See that?
Yeah, and then he clobbers her with a chair.
That kid's...
And that's the thing, is that people thought it was a show, I guess. And then people started to realize, wait a minute, what the hell?
Yeah, Joe, go to 1 minute and 20 seconds, and you see the kid throw a drink at the guy after he
Really?
clobbers her with a chair hard.
See, it's like
It's not a chair shot, like he beats her with a chair.
He leans into it. It's bad.
Joe, this reminds me of shows from Good Times.
Yeah, that is a good time show.
He smacks her with the chair there.
Is this lady okay?
No. She's hurt. Go to 1 minute and 20.
Wait till she takes the fucking chair like a champ.
Yeah, and one of the wrestlers starts to check on her. She's like twitching and shaking in the legs, though. She's out.
She had a
full-blown seizure.
Why did this?
What's it called?
Why did this happen? What did she do to?
It's fucking Mexico.
Nothing. They just the guy.
The guy was drunk. He was drunk, and he just started being a woman beater.
Was he in a match with somebody else? I mean, I don't get it.
He was in a match with somebody else. So it says right here, fundraising efforts are underway to
Is
help
that
pay
his
medical
valet?
costs for La Enigmatica. Friday's show for Revolution Promotion in Juarez, Mexico. She was knocked unconscious outside the ring by a brutal chair shot. And I mean, you see her twitching on the floor. It's brutal to watch.
I haven't seen.
But is this his valet?
Like that in
no, it's the other teams.
It's the other
she
guys?
appears to suffer a seizure as fans come out of the crowd to rush to her side. Skeller initially stays in character before coming to check on her. There was no medical staff on hand for the match. She was taken to a hospital for treatment and was released a couple days later. Another wrestler is now trying to raise money to cover her medical costs. She has proposed auctions and other fundraising initiatives via social media. They said the guy was intoxicated at the show, and they called for local officials, including the Fight Commission over that area of Mexico, to step in.
Here it comes.
Yeah, here you go now. You can see it coming up.
Here it comes.
Who's the guy in the red who's like actually sitting
Another
there?
wrestler
He's an
trying
idiot.
to say, "What are you doing?"
Here it comes.
He's trying to get him away.
Here it comes.
Here
Here
we
it comes.
go, Joe.
Oh my God!
And now you see her have a seizure right after. Her legs start shaking.
That
see
little
the
kid
just
threw a
the
drink at him.
Yeah.
He's pissed.
Wow! Imagine if they had worked this, because this would have gotten some amazing heat if they had worked this.
Yeah, well, they didn't. He was drunk and just decided to start hitting women. And you see her fucking start shaking afterwards, having a fucking full-blown seizure because she got hit so hard.
Yeah, grand mal seizure.
See, her legs start shaking, and I mean, that's disgusting. And now people rush to her aid.
This really does look like it's a work, though. It's really hard to tell.
Oh, I know, but it's not.
It does look like a work,
looks
but
awkward,
this
though.
is
Yeah, see her having a
confirmed.
seizure and people tending to her. And
Yeah.
And this guy should go to jail. He should be hung, man.
They keep going.
Yeah.
Did they kick this guy's ass yet? That guy just said he's gonna chop his dick off. Did anybody hear that? Anybody see that? He said something about get out of here, you idiot, or something like that. I don't know exactly what he said in Spanish, but
so disgusting. No need for any of that.
He said I have a bigger dick than you.
It's like you don't see this.
She's out of the hospital now, recovering, but it was a serious injury.
That guy's like 65 years old.
That guy's like, he's like 60. Where is it? Like 70. Like he looks like Eric Bischoff's. Like
it looks like Eric. Or look at that guy.
This is a very small event. It's a very
I'm
very
telling
indie.
you, good times.
Yeah, this is smaller than that.
Call him an asshole. Yeah.
I never saw Good Times draw that good.
No.
Really? Really? Damn.
Every time I hear Good Times, I think of the show.
Good time. Good time.
Yeah.
Mello, it's this place that used to be up in Boston. I mean, it was a fucking dive. It was huge, but it was a fucking dive.
Oh, I can't tell what he's saying.
Probably had a couple good things happen over there. Some fun shit, right?
Drug dealers.
Juan said he
right
called him a
front door.
fucking asshole.
Fucking
That's
asshole,
what he
yeah.
said.
Get out of here, you idiot. Fuck you, you asshole. Eat shit, you piece of shit.
Jew knew.
Yeah, see? Suck my dick.
But
That's
an awful story.
Pinga or something.
Jesus.
To bring things back to a little bit of lighter.
And better than ever, I got a knack for punching some women. I got no sack. Sorry. All right.
I love Bischoff.
How's
What
your
a
fucking
dickhead.
neck?
WWE is overpopulating their roster currently. As we know, we saw them hire even more wrestlers. You know, Keith Lee's going to debut soon. By the way, if anybody wants to check out a great match with Keith, he faced Ricochet. I think it was with Defiant, but it was last August, and that's a great match. So
I heard that was really good.
Yeah. The thing is, they said right now, addressing the oft-pointed fact that WWE currently has more performers on its roster than it could possibly use. Meltzer and others said, well, they do. It's just that they want to keep people that have potential away from other companies. If you're a good athlete or you even have a modicum of something, they want to give you a lot of people a chance if they have the right look or ability or charisma. So what they're doing is, you know, they're consuming and just taking in as much talent as possible strictly to keep them away from other companies. It says right now, WWE's overpopulated roster in the current era is said to be the result of the company's strategy to scout the best players and sign them before having them go to rival promotions. So that also, you know, that makes sense that they're trying to do this, and it coincides with, you know, some of the things we've noted before.
Yeah.
You know, they went ahead and try and just consume everybody that they can. So we've noted this as well. That's why Neville's still signed, and
I just can't believe Neville's still signed. That blew my mind.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for him.
He's trapped.
He's trapped like a haggis in my stomach.
Fucking trapped like a haggis.
Another smaller story I wanted to bring up. I like Braun, but this comment killed me. So Connor, I don't know if you heard this yet, but I want to get your reaction for this.
Okay.
Braun was talking about SummerSlam and being asked about, you know, what he thought about different wrestlers, and NXT got brought up into the mix. And Strowman said he thinks there's a lot of talented athletes in the developmental roster, but he isn't convinced they can shine brighter than what the main roster has. He told SPN Action during a tour around India, he said, it's hard to tell, but we're so star-studded right now on the main roster that there's a lot of talented athletes in NXT. But what they have down there right now, I don't see anything outshining what we have on the main roster. He goes on to say that, you know, NXT stands no chance of outshining SummerSlam. So
that last statement, I was fine until that last statement.
You know, me too. I was fine until the last sentence.
Because realistically, you know, NXT, as much as popular it is, it's still a niche. It's still going after the hardcore fans. It's still doing all this. But to say that that it's not going to outshine SummerSlam, I'm going to have to disagree on that one. I'm just going to pull a performance out your ass.
Braun Strowman drops NXT bombshell ahead of SummerSlam. And, it's funny for them to go ahead and say these kind of things. But I know he's trying to tout his roster and go ahead and, make them seem like
he didn't put them down. I mean, he just said
no. He didn't knock them. But he the way he says it though, he says, but what they have down there right now, I don't see anything outshining what we have. Like he didn't say, oh, it's possible or. Surprises can happen, or
he just said definite. It's
a definite no, and that's kind of what's rubbing people the wrong way. So,
well, look, here's the thing. No matter what way we want to look at it, NXT is still the developmental territory, and it always will be. It will never be the the equivalent brand of Raw and SmackDown as much as we may want it to be, and as much as the takeovers fucking obliterate their main roster counterparts. It's just not going to be the way it is. It's a smaller scale. They don't tour as much. They don't have as much production value. There's a lot of things that limit them. Braun's right in saying that they do have an amazing roster. If you realistically look at the roster, how excited we were after the Superstar shakeup, and you looked at Raw and SmackDown after everyone was switched over, it's like, holy shit, you have some potential to have some really fucking amazing stuff.
It's the best roster in wrestling history, and I'm going to go that far. There is superstar and talent that's not being utilized correctly, to be clear. But you cannot find an era generation that has so many people that and there's so many fans for each person.
Yeah.
So I agree with
it's limited how many fans there are,
Right. Well, I mean, I can sort of understand Braun's statement as far as like, oh, nothing will top Raw and SmackDown. And to some extent, I can understand that, but to say like, oh, NXT is not going to outshine SummerSlam, I'm gonna have to disagree on that one.
Yeah, and while keeping with the Braun theme here, Alexa Bliss was doing her interview tour as well, and she was saying that she was speaking about a bunch of things. They were talking to the Miami Herald on Facebook Live, and Bliss revealed a few different things. Talking about how she came up, and she really enjoyed the mixed match challenge. She said that even though Asuka wasn't speaking English very well in her NXT days, they understood the universal language of pro wrestling, which in turn really worked well for them in the tournament, she said. Bliss put over everybody that was in the tournament that she worked with. She said it was so much fun. We got to do our own thing. But what is interesting here is she said that they had basically, since it was being done for charity, they were representing Connor's Cure, which was awesome. They got to do their own thing. So everything that you saw with those backstage segments and whatnot was done by them, and it was their creative decision. She said it was a lot of fun because we got to make it our own. There wasn't many people telling us what to do. It was more like, what do you want to do? She said that, she wasn't really sure how it would come out, but everything that they decided to do was a big hit, and there was actually supposed to be more of a developed love angle between the two, but that got canned later on. And she said there was actually some stuff we were wanting to film. I'm trying to get in the Braun's big truck. We didn't have time to do that.
Wow.
We got beat before we could get there. She said if Asuka wasn't in, they would have won. I guess they were set to win, and then it was a last minute decision to have Asuka added with The Miz.
I want to see the Asuka and Miz sex tape.
Is that Vince? Is Vince here? Who's it?
I want to see the Asuka. I want to see Asuka and Miz.
Is that
sex tape?
Is that done?
Oh my God!
I want to see the sex tape of Asuka and Miz.
Look, everybody, Sniffles.
I broke my jaw. He broke my fucking jaw.
Wow,
who broke your jaw, Sniffles?
He did.
He did.
How did he break his jaw with his penis?
He did it with his dick.
Did JD break the jaw with his penis?
No.
Poor kitty cat.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm talking about Jesus Christ.
You poor kitty.
My boyfriend beats me.
Oh.
Damn right I do.
I don't live with that Mustang man anymore. My boyfriend beats me.
Oh, you got a new boyfriend.
And he broke my jaw.
I can't tell if you're smiling or if it is your broken jaw.
It's my broken jaw, you fuck. You think I'm fucking happy about a broken jaw?
He
You fuck.
almost looks like a cleft palate. of sorts.
Would you be happy if you had cancer?
No, would you?
What? Fuck you! I'm out of here. I'm getting out of here.
Oh my God! Now
Bye,
you did
Sniffles.
it. No,
It was
you
nice
insulted
seeing you.
Sniffles. Now Sniffles has got to go lick his ass and clean himself with a
Now
broken.
Sniffles is all upset. Jay.
You have to apologize. You have to apologize to Sniffles and look him right in both lazy eyes.
Why are you
I'm
throwing
sorry,
stuff?
Sniffles.
Why are you throwing
I
stuff?
didn't mean to.
Shut
Say
the
it
fuck
sincerely.
up, Joe, you cocksucker! Why'd you throw my... Why'd you spill my drink all over this chair?
Oh.
Aw,
That-
Sniffles, that
asshole.
wasn't nice.
That's not your drink, Joe. That's his pee.
Oh.
Oh, he marked his territory.
He marked his territory.
Again. That's why his boyfriend beats him.
Unbelievable. Well, you know, Sniffles
You heard
is
about
never.
that the boyfriend beats him, huh, Joe? Did you just do that?
Everybody's ever been in a relationship with is beating him up.
Everybody's just kicked that poor cat's ass.
They've all just
Poor
beat
John.
that cat to hell.
That poor kitty. That pussy's been through quite a ringing.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Well, it used to be a nice pussy.
Super Chat Party.
I wish Pete Dunne would give Kevin Dunn a huge bitter and finisher.
Right?
Break his fingers.
Tell Dunn to go retire. He's got all that money now. Go spend it in the frickin', find an island, buy it, and get the hell out of the company.
Tell Dunn, you
Yeah,
fucking
enjoy
done.
his life. Enjoy yourself.
200,000 shares. He's waiting for it to go to $100, and he's gonna cash out.
You're fucking done, Dunn. You're fucking done, son, done.
I can't imagine that. That's baffling that he still has 200,000 shares.
You're fucking come done, son.
I
That
wonder
sounds like
who
an Asian
has
name.
Super
more
Chat
in the sense of
Party.
Mav.
Seen Scarlett Bordeaux's Impact debut?
No.
She looked hot and threw shade at Stephanie in Women's Rev. Shit was
Yep.
funny AF.
Seems like
Don
they are.
Callis' reaction was hilarious.
It seems like they're
Yeah,
all
she was
throwing
throwing
shit.
shade at the Evolution pay-per-view.
They're going after the WWE. Everybody over there is an Impact.
Because they've
Because
done the
WWE
women's
is a
pay-per-view
monopoly.
for years now. They've had this.
They're trying to make Scarlett like their version of Sable, from what I'm hearing.
Really?
A lot of innuendo. She was like licking the microphone like a
Oh,
phallic
yeah.
object.
Fuck, I'm gonna watch that shit. I'm gonna watch that. It worked.
In the words of the DXX Packer Triple H old themes I can't actually remember, but take your finger off the switch, done.
Yeah, Nate from VA. Thanks, man. That was so funny. We were listening to that one night and we heard that. We're
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh,
take
man.
your finger off the
Yeah.
trigger
Yeah, keep your finger on the switch gun or something.
on the trigger.
It was
something like
weird.
that.
It was a Kevin Dunn reference from like 2000 or 99. It was weird.
You thought you discovered something.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, this is so crazy. Like, I'd never heard it before. I never noticed it.
Super Chat Party.
Thank you for that.
Susan G. Komen has been seen pleasing Vince in the production truck.
I bet.
The company is going down the toilet.
Imagine that really happened. That would be amazing.
That would be one hell of a book, Joe.
Mo Cox
right?
Show. Thank you. Yeah, that'd be great.
I would
Susan
love
G.
to
Komen
legit
comes.
hear a shoot interview from Vince, like on his deathbed, like fuck it, here's everything.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would give I would give my middle testicle for that.
People have asked him to do that stuff and told him to in the company, and he's like, I don't give a fuck. What? I think.
Do you think he has a book already made and they're just waiting?
Well, Stephanie has one, right?
Yeah, I bet you Stephanie could do a whole tell-all thing. Mr. Sinister, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be they all could do that if they weren't so. The only hope of that happening would be if they sold the company or something.
But do you think Vince has one?
ShiBUM?
Just in case his death.
Andale Pinche Culo roughly translates to hurry fucking asshole.
Hurry, fucking asshole. Okay, see,
Hurry,
I
fucking asshole.
understood like get out of here, asshole. Like that's kind of what I thought it was, but
It's
yeah,
like
that makes
Decima
sense.
Culo.
But yeah, that's an interesting point. I've never thought about that. Abel Salas Jr., thanks for the $5. I'm talking about you though, Mel. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, Does he have one prepared? That's really interesting. I never even thought about that.
Before he
might
loses
have-
his mind, you never know. You know.
He's got a will, but I mean, I don't know if he has a, a prepared shoot interview ready.
Listen, the guy is like, what's his name? Who's that millionaire that he bought the company from?
Super Jet. Oh.
Braun is just reading lines. Don't look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That could be.
Loke Downing. I didn't get all the name together the right way.
Look Down King. Look Down King? I don't know. It reminds me of, I want Chinese food now. I don't know why.
Loke Down King. Loke Down King. Some come guy. That's
Can
fucking.
I get some Loke Down King, please? Sure.
We too low. Holy fook.
Ho Fi Luke.
Holy Luke.
Joke Tambwan.
Did you ever hear that? Did you hear that prank that these kids did to a news station where they like called and like, oh, 4 Asian pilots have been taken down in this plane crash. The
Oh
four
my
names of
God.
the Asian pilots are We Too Low, Holy Fook, Something
saw-
Wrong, and Bang Ding Ow.
And they
Something
didn't realize.
wrong.
Yeah, they aired it. They fucking aired it.
You
They had-
fucking idiots. That's hilarious.
they aired it and then they came back like 20 minutes later like, we apologize, we did not get a accurate read of our information. Like,
Oh my
fucking
God.
idiots.
Hey, Joe Compton's on the phone. What's up, Joe?
Hey, I just figured I'd let you guys know if you wanted to check out a damn good wrestling show. I watched it this morning before I went to work.
Like
It's
an independent event?
It is MLW Battle Riot.
Oh God. Are you talking about the independent show, like the MLW show?
Yeah.
Okay, like their recent like TV show.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Full show.
I've heard MLW's been kicking ass lately.
Yeah, the MLW always does a good job.
JCS has been kicking ass. So that's a cool.
The opening match is a couple of middleweights. They literally stole the damn show.
That's cool. Yeah, they've always.
And the Battle Riot match had legends like Conan and other ones like that in it.
Well, Conan's whole
Toe
show
Man?
is Conan's whole show is over there, so he's
Oh,
obviously.
Conan.
over
I thought you said Toe Man.
Fuck MLW though. They wouldn't put my show on there, so fuck them.
Oh, yeah,
But-
F them, man, F them.
For a good show, for a wrestling show, I thought it was a lot better than anything WWE's delivering.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, dude, anybody's local independent show is better than WWE right now. Oh, maybe not everything. Maybe not that show from Mexico that we just saw. Maybe not. Maybe that's not so good. But yeah. Oh, did we lose the internet? We lose the internet?
Oh, that's mine.
Anybody hear me?
Now
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is that mine?
Oh, my whole thing froze. So
That was
Oh dear
weird.
God.
I thought my internet
I think
was
it's
going
the
down.
Matrix.
I was convinced that my internet was going down again.
I swear, I had like a glitch at the same freaking time.
It was
That
probably
really-
Skype then. That means it was Skype. Skype's been doing that because of the old system and the new one. Hey,
It really just messed. It glitched. I thought I was Neo. I thought I
832,
was
what's up, man?
Toe-Man for a second.
Toe Man.
I was Toe-Man, Joe.
I thought it was Joe Compton's Twitter. Skype. I thought he died.
Are you telling me he's like Tommy? Every time Tommy comes on, it just starts freaking out again?
Yeah, you're right. Every time Tommy comes in, it does go down. Tommy's fucking weird. Something's up
Joe.
with this shit. What's up, man?
There is one show I recommend watching. I don't know if you would be into this, but I just love it. It's Extreme Midget Wrestling. I thought it was pretty hilarious because it's like ECW, but except it's straight up midgets.
Yeah, I've seen
I
some.
said that to JP Baker once, and
The motto for it is like the baddest little
Little
show
man.
for little people or something like that. It's just hilarious.
The baddest little show on earth.
The
I'm checking it out
baddest
right
little
now.
show for little people.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We always every year or so, Top Rope gets a couple midget matches going, and I enjoy those. But I usually run out after like seeing a couple of them. I'm like, all right, like I like a
Little person.
couple.
They
though.
say saying the M word is just like saying the N word.
Well, in wrestling,
Well, I
they
gotta
still
be
say
honest.
midget.
I know.
There's no better band than Midget Kiss. No better band.
Seanzview has a midget cock.
we all saw that.
Eat that effect.
Someone else does too. According
I
to
don't know if y'all saw his video. Now he has 115 subscribers, 115,000, which I don't believe it's true at all.
Oh, come on. I mean,
they're paid for.
They're not paid for. They're not paid for. He's got subs. He's been on YouTube for a long time.
I got subs too. It's in the refrigerator. I got a turkey one and a roast beef.
Subs die. Subs die over
that
the
other
years.
sub. Sorry, Joe.
They die over the years, man. You know what I mean? Especially when he was still doing this back in 2011. It's like a lot of those accounts just aren't here anymore, you know? So it's just like my account. I have 57,000 subs. I'm averaging like 2,000 views a video right now. So my subs aren't fake. So his subs aren't fake. They're just dead subs. You would think they are, but they're not.
And that's what happens like with Epic Mealtime. Like it just starts. Sometimes it just dies.
What happens
you don't know why.
A lot of people click on him a bunch, and then they realize that he just has this clickbait shit, and they get older. The kids get older. They create new accounts, and then they're still sub to him, and so that's all it is.
Yeah.
50% of his subs or more are kids. What was that?
Now it's just 50-50. Some of it's real, some of it's fake. The most fake ones that he has are the ones it's about CM Punk.
Well, he'll just report everything. So that's the thing, is like he's not necessarily being fake or untrue. My issue with him, usually I've told him this, my issues with him are that his titles are wrong. Like, he can report that news because it's being written about on a website. But he'll write the guy returns at Raw or something like that, but it's not that. He fakes the title.
He's treating it as fact as opposed to
He sees one thing and it's like, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
When it might not.
Yeah, he's been reporting since 2014 that Goldberg is going to return, and we waited about 2 or 3 years, just before he returned. And so it's like he says he's going to keep returning, and nothing ever comes through.
He's getting his news from sites.
Eventually something sticks.
He's getting his news from other sites.
He just posted a video 12 hours ago. Broken Matt Hardy retires from Raw.
Oh, we gotta. I don't
You
know.
want to fuck my dog?
Oh my God, IDK. I'll bang your dog, IDK.
Oh.
IDK with the Shane O'Mac donation. No, I will.
I miss Shane O'Mac. Where did he go? Where did Shane go?
Well, we talked.
He's hurt.
Diverticulitis thing.
Diverticulitis.
No, I think
still got that.
Well, he's recovering from it. Yeah, I guess he really did have it. So that answered that. Man, remember, because we were like, "There's no way he can be okay right now."
Yeah, and they're also trying to make sure that Paige looks like the one and true.
She's doing a great freaking
person
job.
running
I'm
SmackDown.
Yeah,
she is doing a great
good.
job. She just looks.
Her
not great. I'm sorry.
No.
She used to be so damn hot, and now she's just losing that drastically. She
slam
looks
her.
very plastic, and
I put a big white load
She looks
all
like
over.
a doll.
Yeah,
Like
a
a
doll that I
doll.
want to do. You know what though? Sean's view, as far as he goes, he is reporting news he's reading. It's not like he's making it up.
He sees something, but he says that is it, but he doesn't know if it really is.
Yeah, everything he hears, he reports. Like, where if I look at something, I'm like, I'm not gonna talk about that, whatever. And then but he's talking about everything.
Page here.
Page here.
One of the things I did want to bring up tonight was, I'm always against Brock, and obviously I've been very outspoken on this show about it. I know, Joe's played devil's advocate for him, but one of the things I've always said to you, Joe, is I genuinely feel like he doesn't ever want to play ball. We've obviously seen it happen with Dean Ambrose, in the WWE, and several others were reported. But I just truly always felt like when I've made the statement, like not a company guy, always, out for himself. He doesn't really care about the, well-being of others, and it seems to his character portrays that way too. It's not just Brock Lesnar, the character, but the actual person. Well, Nakamura has his autobiography coming out, and User got a copy of it early and was putting out different excerpts. And he's talking about the time that Fujita refused to accept a match with Brock Lesnar for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. That was going to be the main event, and Nakamura was put in that role instead. So Nakamura says here, he said, first, Lesnar was saying all this stuff about how he respected New Japan. But it felt to me like that was just for show, that he didn't really respect the promotion. Like somewhere he was looking down on Japanese people. I lost the match, and that was the first time I cried at a pro wrestling after a match.
What?
The interviewer says, "Why did you cry?" And he says, "It was the main event at the Tokyo Dome. This is a hallowed stage. You know, it's highly respected, you know, especially with their culture." And he said, "I knew I hadn't fought the way I imagined I would. There was like this temperature difference between me and Lesnar. I didn't get the sense that he had any love for pro wrestling. I felt like he was just doing his job." And he said another match to defend the title was later canceled because of contract trouble with Lesnar. He was stripped of the heavyweight championship, but he never returned the belt itself. He ended up running off with it. And that's seriously disrespectful over there with their culture. Nakamura says, "I felt like this was too much. He was seriously scoffing at us. Lesnar won the championship and took the belt home. I told Simon if the company didn't get its shit in order, that belt was definitely going to get nicked. I didn't honestly believe that when we fought, but it ended up just like I had feared. He has the physical stuff, plus a straightforward strength and a certain amount of flexibility. So there was a bit of a monster to him, but I didn't like his personality, you know. He might have made a real mark in UFC, but he didn't even seem to notice the audience booing." And he said he's a heel to the core, you know, and that's part of the reason why I've just never been able to enjoy him. You know, yeah, you're there, you're trying to make money and build yourself up, but I've never viewed him as anyone that cares about anybody else but himself, and that really is portrayed by his character. So, but a lot of what he says.
Who wrote this? Nakamura?
Yeah, Nakamura was saying all this.
Remember, Brock is the guy
Do a little
who
basketball dance off the concrete.
Tampon out of a woman's.
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers.
I remember we talked about that on.
I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Seanzview has breaking news. He has a micro penis.
Oh my God. Jason Morgan, thanks, man. $10 super chat. Break the desk, Alex. He's a micro penis. Have you seen it?
Jason, did you see it, Morgan? Jason
Well,
Morgan?
he did air it on YouTube, so I mean.
No, that's right. We did see it. It wasn't micro.
We
though.
all saw it.
I had a lot.
That was some editing that he used.
A lot of people said like, oh, it's not that.
It was a filter, Jake.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was one of those, you know, filters.
An
where you can zoom in
elongation
and-
filter.
He's got a. It's either I don't know what it is at full length, but it's like at least 6, 7, or 8.
The camera adds 10 pounds, Joe.
Yeah. Well, a lot of girls are
Throw
like,
the weights
oh,
down, Jake.
I expected
Sorry,
it to be.
we can't hear the donations again, so.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah,
that's why it's now. Since the last call came through, it cut it out. So.
Stop.
But yeah, I mean, it's pretty evident that Brock didn't care about the culture or the fans or the wrestlers, and you know he never gave a damn about anybody in the locker room. And for him to take the actual belt and not return it, that's so disrespectful and disgraceful. So.
I think all he wanted was just money, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, it's okay to want money, but I feel like wrestling has
all
always
he's
been
ever
about
done.
a family and a camaraderie, and you know, it's bigger than yourself.
Well, that's
even
Brock's not
Alexa
from that.
Bliss, you know, said this earlier. She said, "Everyone loves everyone. We're a big dysfunctional family. When someone leaves, it's upsetting. Time heals all. That's why I'm so happy that Hulk Hogan's back. He's such an icon. It's a good thing that he's returned. You know, because I'm glad that he's back in the family." And this is Alexa Bliss saying this about Hulk, but that you know statement rings true, and that's one of the things that I feel like Brock has always lacked. You know, it's always at the expense of whoever he's working with, and if it's not set to get him over or something he feels like doing, if he doesn't want to play ball, he's going home.
His milkshake does not bring Jake to the yard.
No. Even if he was putting on, you know, 10-star matches, it's the fact of, you know, his character just ruins it for me.
Well, I got a question for you and Joe. Just one simple question. Do you guys see Paul Heyman turning on Brock Lesnar, possibly being a Roman Reigns supporter or something like that?
No.
I don't think that's
God
going to
fucking
happen
no.
now. I think that they're definitely setting up something, but nothing will happen in the end.
I think Lesnar will push Heyman away, but I don't think Heyman's, because they've already experimented with Heyman going with other guys. I don't think there's any fucking chance he's going to be with somebody else.
I don't think Heyman will go with him, and I don't think he's going to cost him the belt, but I think Heyman will leave his side before SummerSlam.
We've also
I think
got
he's
all
going to go to Joe.
Well, we've also
Paul
got
Heyman
all the
will do it
reports
at,
of him, Heyman writing now with them, so I don't know if that's part of it.
Yeah.
too.
So I
Well,
truly
if-
feel like he'll go ahead. He's not going to cost him the title. He's not going to go ahead and screw him over or anything like that.
That
I
would
just
be
think
great.
that it would be a cool
That
thing if
would
done
be-
right.
Can you imagine the pop in the audience?
Yeah, but I'd rather just see at this point
They
Roman
never
win
do.
clean and get this done and over with.
True.
You know,
But if y'all have
I don't want to
seen,
have any asterisks there.
Yeah.
It was Survivor Series 2002. That's where I think it was where Paul Heyman turned on whoever defeated the Big Show. Then the Big Show became a Paul Heyman guy, and that's where he
Yeah, but
won
that-
the world title.
Right, but that was a completely different situation and circumstances at the time. Now,
Well, I know that, but you never know what Paul Heyman could do. That's
But
just what I'm saying.
if he's gonna turn, he would align himself with somebody else. And I, for the love of God, do not think they're gonna put him with Roman Reigns.
Matt Hardy just tweeted, by the way,
What did he
literally
tweet?
just now.
What do you tweet?
He put a whole bunch of pictures of him with fans.
Huh.
On the same tweet of the one we were talking about. This is just a comment under the post.
Oh yeah, I see
weird.
it.
So weird, man.
I don't know what that's about.
That's so weird, man.
Well, do y'all think the Hardys will retire anytime soon? Because, I mean, Jeff's back started giving out, Matt's back started giving out, and he started to suck at wrestling now.
Well, Matt's back looks.
mean-
Matt's back actually does look really bad. Jeff has nerve damage or something, so that's a problem.
Yeah, because now
Yeah,
he
his
can't do the
legs,
swanton no
something
more,
with
and
his
it
legs.
just sucks.
It's all about his legs. So it's like crawling up the ropes and stuff. I gotta imagine like pushing off the ropes for Jeff, and anything climbing and running around is probably bothersome. That's why I believe that you're seeing him like being like beaten up and shit, but he's not really doing anything. Says he can probably get beaten up and sell, but he probably doesn't want to be climbing up and down shit right now. That's
He's
what.
very stiff. You can see
Well-
when he jumps and everything.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
One little thing to the fans, what I have to say personally, I get that Matt and Jeff are your childhood heroes from in the past, but y'all have to realize that they're both getting old already. It's like, same with the Dudley boys, they're already done. The Hardy boys are also about to be done. I mean,
Well, that's why
look what they put
Matt's
themselves through.
Matt's gimmick was so good for this, and like they didn't even use it right. He's out there wrestling every night for no reason, instead of doing the
I don't-
deleted stuff and like doing something creative where he doesn't have to wrestle like this. And they're just stupid. I don't know why they got him out there wrestling these worthless tag team matches.
Yeah,
and
they
house
really
shows.
don't need to have him doing this at all.
Well, that's about it, man. We gotta probably be out of here at this point. So, anything else you
It was
guys want to
fun.
say?
Yeah.
we covered a lot. Last thing I wanted to touch on really quickly, Owen Hart was inducted into the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. So, you know,
Saw
That's
that.
cool.
that's certainly well deserved. He wasn't only a tremendous tremendous and gifted athlete. They said here he was also a dedicated family man, and they continue to say it's fitting to have so many members of the Hart family with us to induct Owen to the Luthes Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. So
Luthez. I was like, Luthies, who's that? Like,
Yeah, I always say it wrong.
It sounded
But-
like a character from that 70s show. Fez?
Fez this.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I
I
got to
always
shout
say
out
that.
Brian Harper, just became a $10 patron, and Heistman Defoe is back. $5
Oh, yeah.
patron. What's up, man?
He said something happened. He had to make a new account. He's back, baby.
yeah, he said something about his
he
card.
he was locked out of his old one. Something happened with the Xbox Club too, so he's an admin there, so he can add people back and forth. So
Nice.
we also got some positive news, possibly about The Rock. Opening up a new dialogue about upcoming appearances. So, like we said, the other night, I would be happy just to see him and Elias not even have a match, but just do something at SummerSlam where they converse back and forth and do like a mini Rock concert type thing. I think that would be a lot of fun.
All
for
you gotta
them.
do
I
is-
just don't want Elias to jump the shark, and they.
All
I
you gotta
don't
do
think
is
The
have
Rock
him in a
would hinder
guitar
him.
thing, have him get beat up by The Rock, and then The Rock wrestles someone at Mania. It's not a big deal.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's what
That's
I
good.
said the other
It's
night.
not
like,
going to hurt
it's no big
Elias's
deal.
character to take a rock bottom or something. I mean, that's only going to fuel him more, I feel like.
Yeah.
Also, really quick, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable might have a reunion in the works, even though we see Gable, having new partners now. They're being touted as one of the most technically deft teams in WWE history, and the fans have made their support well known. So they're going ahead and saying that they want them to be reunited. And since they're going to start considering pushing tag teams again, when Jason Jordan comes back, they're thinking about teaming him up with Chad Gable. So
They never should have
and
taken him apart anyway. So there you go.
since
There.
Seth is not going to win the the Intercontinental Championship right now, is the tentative plan at SummerSlam. against Dolph Ziggler. They're thinking about if he doesn't feud with Dean Ambrose, then he'll continue to team with Dean Ambrose. They'll pick up where they left off when Dean got injured. I'd rather see Dean come in as a heel and have them feud against each other.
Yeah, he's got to come
than
in
have
fresh.
them team as 2/3 of the Shield.
He's got to come in fresh. He can't go back to that.
Yeah,
No.
but that's one of the things that's being considered here. They're saying that both Jordan and Ambrose are set to make their in-ring return soon, and indicated that their storylines have to be booked in upon their comeback. Last I heard, Alvarez says is that Jason Jordan and Chad Gable are again going to be put into a tag team, and that Seth and Dean will be a team as well, not Rollins and Jason Jordan.
Okay.
Jason Jordan only filled in for Dean when he was injured, so.
Dean Malenko.
He's still there in the back, isn't he? Dean's still there.
Yep.
I think he is.
I haven't
he's
seen him
still
in a
an
while. Sometimes I miss him in those scuffles with the suits. I'm looking.
I wonder if you can get him on your show, Dean Malenko.
Man, I wonder if anybody can get him anywhere. Like, I barely speak.
Joe, anything is possible.
Can I be? You know what, Joe? Let me ask you something. Can I be your Baba Booey?
All right. As soon as we get a station.
And I'll have that that filter that I sound like I'm in a box.
Yeah, I've always wanted one of those. It sounds like you're calling from the other room, like.
Yeah, it's like, can I get a number 7 extra large, please?
Leah said that one day. She's like, why doesn't he just have a microphone? Why?
Well, they actually said that. They went over it. They said they could, but they don't want to.
It's so weird.
It's weird.
I guess it's so like everybody can hear it. I mean, I don't know. Like,
and it sounds like crap when Baba Booey doesn't have. They did it a couple times without the filter, and it's like it doesn't have that effect. Like, he's in another office, it seems like.
It does in a weird way. I know it's radio, so like in a weird way it works because it's like it's memorable. You're like, oh yeah, that's definitely him. It's kind of like it's a little nuance. It really
he's
does.
He's like
work.
in the back office, and it's a bad connection or something.
But to Leah watching, like she's just like, why the fuck does he not just have a mic? What is this? I'm like, I don't know.
Howard.
Well, listen, guys, if you can, today's the day to sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. We'll be live tomorrow, Thursday Night Throwdown. It's going to be on my gaming channel on YouTube. Remember, it'll be over there, not corrupted because of the issue on corrupted. So, youtube.com/JCS Gaming, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Download the app, ton of stuff there. Plus, if all the YouTube channels go down, that's where I'll be, over there. Thanks to Mellow Yellow. Connor from OKFabe, youtube.com/OKFaber, and Jake DeMarco. Countdown ended on Twitter, @Countdown ended on Twitter. And follow me on Twitter, goddammit. My Twitter, I don't get my Twitter back for another couple hours, but it is @RealCronin on Twitter. I'm going to need all my troops on Twitter to fight these cunts.
Jesus.
It's never ending.
To fight these cunt bags on Twitter, @RealCronin.
That's what happens when you show your penis, Joe. It's too large for people.
I wish I did. What is this? What is this?
Gonna slide me to fucking haggis.
I don't know, I guess it was a Kurt Angle video or something.
Oh, he gets locked out of his car?
Yeah.
The Kiki challenge again.
I had never seen that before. Oh, yeah, I got 5 hours left on my Twitter ban. So I'll see you guys tomorrow on Twitter, but follow me anyway, @RealCronin. God damn.
Cronin, baby.
All right, we're going to get out of here. I will probably play PUBG tomorrow night. I'm going to pass out.
Yeah, I'm with you for that.
Thank you for having me on, Joe.
Thanks,
I
Mello.
appreciate it, bro.
All right, guys, I'll hang up on everybody.
Same here.
Thank you, Drew, for being here tonight.
You're very
Connor,
welcome.
Jake.
All right, baby. Good night, everybody.
Stay sexy.
Not of Nowhere, episode 113. Thank you guys for listening. Tonight we'll be live tomorrow night for Thursday Night Throwdown, and I'll be playing PUBG as promised. So look for that as well. It'll be a lot of fun to play some PUBG tomorrow night. And unless I go to hell, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe I won't be here tomorrow. You never know. I don't mean it like ominously like that, but you never know. Leah may kill me in my sleep. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Somebody said... Somebody said something about.
He's a faggot. Fuck yeah, I got everyone's addresses, Mom. I got everyone's fucking addresses, Mom.
See all you dirty bastards on Patreon. You bunch of patron motherfuckers. It's going down on the Patreon. Live.